Okay,
Wow.
it's safe to put them back in now.
Yeah, you were joking.
I told you it was going to be loud.
We told him. We told this
we gave
nibble.
him fair warning.
warned
It was fair warning.
I have watched the show plenty of times before, but I don't know. For some reason, maybe that was just louder in my ears. I got it turned up too loud.
Honestly, I think when you're in the on this side of it, on the StreamYard side, things are a little bit louder. So,
hey,
It's time to get loud now.
yeah,
get the party started.
yeah, exactly. We got Mr. Michael Bancroft here, and he just a few minutes ago launched a brand new Comic Skate title. But before we say that, you're probably noticing somebody's missing at the moment. But so I'm just going to
One
leave y'all with,
fancy bitch.
so I'm going to leave y'all with this. So
You guys have a really professional show here. Music
Yeah.
intros and cool graphics on the side.
yes, sir. You know what we don't have here?
What's that?
Fat broads and horse-faced lesbians.
Good.
Yeah. Now Piper is she'll be here in a few minutes. She's dealing with some stuff. I don't know if y'all saw on Twitter, if anybody follows her on Twitter, but she how did she put it?
Oh Lord.
Quote, the whore cat showed up pregnant again and had babies in my house.
Oh no.
The same cat, the one that before had the babies.
The one she wasn't able to get spayed.
She wasn't. Yeah, she was trying to get it spayed, couldn't get it spayed. Then by the time she had the money to get the cat spayed, she shows up pregnant again. So here now that was some more cats. So
Or cats anyway.
Did she have they have the kittens?
yeah, they're she said the cat came in from the rain, plopped down, and had kittens.
Fuck.
Fair enough. That's as far as excuses go. That's a pretty bloody good one.
Mhm.
There was I think somebody asked, what was it? I forgot who that was. They oh yeah, of course they asked about the spading and stuff like that, and then she said she'd hoped that the cat would have had to gone somewhere else to have the kittens. I said, but now they know that where you're at is warm, and there's no predators and everything. So you know how it is. Eddie Winkler for a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. It's like, hey everyone, congratulations, Michael. You're already getting congratulations, sir. So while we're
Thank you, Eddie, and Hal chat too. Eddie's a great guy. Eddie's got a really good project, the Sovereign Wolf.
Yeah, I want to have him on soon too.
Absolutely,
because he's a. So let's take a look at this.
Let's have a seat.
Lucent, the Lucent Waking Dream. Apparently, it's a graphic novel.
yeah. That's what I always called it.
Yeah,
It's Rob from the Replicator wants you to point out that it's like a trade paperback. It's a perfect bound book. It's not a floppy.
right.
So you're getting a proper book like Jawbreakers.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a spine on it.
Yeah, I get that.
The story of spine, though.
Yeah,
The story has a lot of spine, a lot of backbone.
not a backbone, and it is also 35% funded. So
Wow.
Very nice.
I'm blown away. Like absolutely blown away. Thank you, everyone.
yeah,
Hail everyone. My God. Like I was just saying before the stream started, I had no sort of knowledge or expectations of where this is going to, if I was going to get any. So this is great. Yeah.
yeah. It really when you get into it, the first time, like I was telling you off, behind the scenes, it really blows you away what happens when it starts, when you actually hit the button. He's like, you're entering a totally different kind of thing, and you're like, you get all excited. Every sale makes you excited.
Absolutely. Your life it's like I'm just pressing this little button on a website, but my life is about to be completely different. I kind of felt that as well, but maybe I didn't appreciate the gravity of the situation.
Xavier said it best. It's not only, because he said this when we launched Peregrine, he said it's not just the fact that we're doing something and people want it, is that people want it and my name's going to be on it.
Yep.
You know, that's a big deal for
Mhm.
as much as we try to say, oh, it is kind of in our genetics to want to live, quote, live forever, right? Either through children or through having something with your name on it that will last through the ages,
Yeah.
So,
Man, you're talking about the one of the themes of this book.
mhm.
That's what it's about. Yeah. No, I totally understand that.
It's almost like I've been reading up on this a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So,
yeah, man.
let's take a look at
I'm
it.
blown away.
And see, he's already this is Michael listens to any kind of advice and stuff because he made this change because I recommended it. Was that meant to make this bold so people know right off the bat that it is 76 page full color trade paperback with 56 pages story plus 14 pages of bonus material. So
Yep.
and I do like the banner at the front too. It's like free sketch card for every backer, first 24 hours only. That's a good advertisement right there, so people know. And I'm pretty sure in 24 hours to take that down.
Yes.
Otherwise, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's
I
my
got
dream
some
sketch,
drawing
you
to do.
fuck?
Yeah. Where's my sketch card? You fuck.
Carlo Rowe was like, yeah, you got to limit that stuff, man. I got 300 fucking sketches to do. And I was like, well, it's a good problem to have.
Well, it's like on our campaign, we did limit ours. Like Piper was doing sketch cards, right? We did 4, and they were sold out so quick. We said, okay, and we asked Pipe, we made sure it was okay with her before we did it. Can we add more? And she said, you can add 4 more. And so we did 4 more, and they sold out. So
yeah. I'm sort of like, I'm really going to streamline this process. I got a bunch of different sort of headshots that I'm just referencing, and I'm just going to go into robot mode and just do them all out and press. Like, it's not. I'm going to really try and pump these bad boys out. I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Kat, what are you doing?
But it's having a lot of things to draw because people backed your project is a very good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem I'm only too happy to take on.
Yeah, well, and like I said, you have a, it's you, it's all you, and your first, this is your first outing, as they say, and I think you're going to do really well, honestly.
Thank you. I'm blown away. I'm looking at that green bar and I'm blown away because I've seen so many people come out with their first book and it'd be a real grind just to get the thing funded and to see it where it is.
And these are people that are really talented, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Very
talented people.
I always think about the good Preston, Preston Acevedo, when he launched Doc Salem the first time.
Yep.
And it didn't go anywhere. And have you seen what Preston Acevedo can do? He's not
Oh, absolutely.
he, you know what I mean? Like,
and on top of that, he's a real big personality too.
Yeah.
He sticks with his YouTube and everything. He's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy that you cannot dislike. You're compelled to like him.
Yeah. And the fact that his first outing was just, it didn't go anywhere. And I was like, what? But then he went, he regrouped, and he went back out there, got himself out there, made himself more known, got a name for himself, started doing more work for other people and things like that. And now, he's got 2 books funded under his belt, getting ready to launch with Micah Curtis on 3 Nights, 4 Days, So
yeah, that book looks great too. It's a funny lesson. Like, I've been doing the wrong thing for about 5 years now, since about 2015, which is just putting my head down, doing the work, and just thinking, well, if it looks good and I think it's good and I love it, then people will just come and find me and support me and it's just in the last 6 months. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. In the last 6 months, I've made a concerted effort to get out there, do fan art for people, make connections, make friends, get my face out there, get in the, actually be engaged in the videos, in the chat and everything. And the difference has been, it's incredible. I actually wake up and have notifications on my Twitter now. That's a new thing. That's crazy.
That's why, you know, a lot of see, there's a lot of people in, I would say probably you would call it mainstream, who think that because they worked for Marvel or DC or something like that, they could just go out there and do, make a independent project and make some money. Not necessarily, because they don't necessarily know you for you. They know you. They know that you worked for Marvel. You know, that kind of thing. And they were, you know, because they never had to shill a book. The book was shilled by Marvel or DC or whoever. You know, you are your, you know, like you are your best marketer. No matter how, no matter how it goes, you are your best marketer. You know, I could put you on this show 1,000 times, but you've got to sell your book. You know, and like I said, I've seen you. I really noticed you when you did the video about you did like a showcase kind of video, and you had Peregrine on it, and that really blew my mind. I was like, because you were like the first video I saw where somebody featured our stuff on a video. I was like, oh man, that's
I remember
awesome.
that comment.
Yeah,
I remember that comment. You're like, it's real, it's happening.
Yeah. It's one thing when you talk about your book, when other people are talking about your book, that's really get your
I got my first fan art the other day, and
really?
like I said to the guy, like I cannot, you know, say I'm literally speechless. That when you get a piece of fan art for the first time, you just I can't believe that, you know, someone has actually taken the time out of their day to draw something that, you know, I created. It's just amazing, and it was fantastic too.
Yeah, it's the same thing when I first saw the first Peregrine one, because I look at it like this. Of course, you said you did fan art for, you know, people who are doing projects and things like that. You take time out of your day to do that, you know.
Yeah.
And you know that for the person like me, it meant something when I saw the first Peregrine, you know, fan art, you know. And like you said, it really meant something to you when you first saw the first your first fan art. You're like, whoa, you know.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I had to laugh at this. SGM, Sean Gordon Murphy, is going to sell the shit out of his book. He just oozes cool guy who would be fun to drink with. I don't know. He looks like a guy who just listens to his dumb friends so much. It's like, now wouldn't be a good time to launch. Do you know what's going on in the world? I don't think it's a good idea for you to make money in a time like this.
Yeah, I did a video on it, and it was just considering everything that's going on, like for him to sit there kind of limp-dicked, umming and ahhing, and Todd McFarlane just like he's like that what's that jug that breaks through the wall?
The Kool-Aid man
swinging, like
Mm-hmm.
and just comes out and makes millions of dollars with his thing, and it's just like, oh, if ever there was a video you shouldn't have done, Sean Gordon Murphy, it was that one.
Yeah, you're like Todd McFarlane said, "Hey kids, you want some fucking action figures? Where's the goddamn action figure?
Want some
I guarantee I'll make $1 million in 24 hours. Anybody believe me? Oh, you don't? Watch this shit launch."
Yeah.
Dynamic entry.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but I work in my day job. I work in online retail.
Okay.
It is nuts at the moment. Like, we're talking numbers never seen before, and magnitudes. Like, people can't keep up with how much online shopping is happening right now. So if there's ever a time to launch, it's right now.
Yeah. People are looking more for stuff they can buy that can get sent to them, and I'm gonna tell you that's going to be more prominent in the future. You know, this is just kind of, oh, look who's here.
Hey, Piper.
Hey, sorry, ended up having a hell of a day.
Yeah, we told him about the kitty.
Yeah, that threw a wrench in plans. Yeah, that whore.
The whore
6.
cat.
I think there's 6. I don't know.
6
They're all
kitties?
yeah.
Oh,
she's black. They're black, and she's tiny. We like the first time she did this, we didn't know she was pregnant because we thought she was a kitten.
And then
all of a sudden, she had 4 freaking kittens over here. And
you sure it's a cat or not a mogwai?
Right?
There's a stud cat out there who likes them young.
Apparently.
Whew, we thought she was a kitten.
How...
She didn't look pregnant, and then all of a sudden there was 4 kittens, and I'm just like, how did she hide those? This time we knew she was, because she was huge. You should have seen her run. It was hilarious.
Yeah, pregnant cats trying to run is kind of funny.
Oh my god, we knew she definitely was, but still, she fit 6 kittens in there because she didn't really grow
Mhm.
since then at all. She, freaking man, kittens, cats.
Yeah.
Years ago, we had we got some
Oh no.
you know, just, and we brought them home, and I was like, you have to get two of the same sex. So we got 2 girls. We
Mhm.
put them in the cage, and then one of them got really fat and mean. And
Uh-oh.
I never had a rat before, so I didn't know what was going on. I came home one day, and there were friggin' jelly bean rats all over the place. It was pregnant from in the pet shop.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden now I've got friggin' I want just a couple of real rats, and now I got 11. The hell?
that happened to me and my sister. We both came home with pet rats, and it turned out mine was knocked up.
So anyone want a kitten? Contact Pipper.
Yep. Doing this again. I kept one from her last time. I don't know how I'm gonna get people to take 6 of them, man. I was able to give away 3 last kitten season. Everybody in town was giving away kittens.
You're gonna have to be the first one. You know, you're gonna have to put on there like kittens in what do they wean in 8 weeks?
Actually, usually pretty longer than that. Actually,
I know puppies wean in 8 weeks. That's why I was. But anyway,
it might be 8 weeks. I think we
not important.
waited.
You could like start putting ads out like saying like be ready in X weeks. You know, so
Yeah, that's true.
you'll be the first one on people's minds. You know.
Yeah.
Put some cute videos up of them online. People will grab them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
Especially when they're-
document these more than I documented them last time.
When
I
they're
might actually.
when they're good and cleaned up, because I know you said earlier they were disgusting.
Yeah, they're still pretty gross, kind of.
They will be for a while, yeah.
Yeah, they still look pretty gross. That's why I think they're sick. She could be hiding. They could be hiding under the pile. Don't even know.
Yeah, they kind of all like huddle in a pile for a while, and then they start trying to venture.
Free sketch card with kitten.
Yeah, I just saw that. make it a pack.
Oh Lord.
They're just gonna.
What's the shipping on a kitten?
Peregrine kitten tier.
Getting tier. There you go. Yeah.
Woo, they'll probably be ready by the time the book's ready to start fulfilling.
Book shows up with a cat carrier. What the fuck? Well, it's a black cat too.
You got to make sure the cat and the book are separated, because you know what cats do with paper.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know, because I had freaking 4 of them destroy my house last year, or my apartment, and I still haven't really recovered.
That'd be a good question. We'd have to figure out international shipping for something like that. Because I think there's some laws you got to follow if you're going to ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some ethics. So it might be some ethics issues there.
Might have to like actually I know with dogs you got to do like ship them via air, like on a plane, like at airport and stuff like that. A friend of mine got there you go, just bag and board the cat. It'll fit in there.
Just poke a few holes in it. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Make sure you can breathe. Yeah. Man, we have not talked about this book. Let's see if it's made any more money. It has.
Yes, thank you.
$816, 40%.
Wow.
$2,000 goal already.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
My wife is I don't know if you've ever seen is it Dewey Cox? The where he's got a wife who's always like, you're never gonna make it, even when he's like a world, a star in the thing.
Yeah.
You're never gonna make it. He's always saying that to me just to give me shit. But yeah. That's fantastic.
Free kitten when you back the Lucent. Is this tag team promotion? Is that what's going on here?
Dramatization.
Cross promotion. I'm helping.
Yeah.
Only ships in the Ohio area.
And you said they're black, yeah? Black
Yeah.
kittens? They're the best ones.
They're the most likely to survive urban centers because they're generally more calmer.
Yeah.
Where
They're like dogs. Black
Unless
kittens.
they're mine, and then they're insane. The most insane freaking cats I get.
Well, they say most pets take after their owners.
Just a
Yeah, he's a divide.
I know one of them, at least one of them, seems to have like a little white face, and another one has little white feet.
If it has this little skull face, maybe I should.
And the mum, the mother is all black.
Yeah. Well, black with like a gray mane, which is really freaking cool looking.
Well, at least you'll be able to sort of see who the papa is, who's walking around with white feet and.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen a cat that fits the way they look. Honestly,
maybe it's in one of the other tenants' houses.
Yeah.
Make sure you use acid-free bags. No one wants a discolored kitten. You don't want your black cat to fade into like a real weird gray or something like that.
As I she looks cool. Her last batch, she had 2 identical black kittens and 2 gray ones that weren't quite identical, but they were gray. I was really hoping that she was gonna they were gonna have the same daddy because I liked them.
Matanui says, "Why would you send a woman in the mail? Isn't that technically human trafficking? Only if the woman's not into it. I mean, if she volunteers, I mean that's not really human trafficking, right?"
Depends. Is she technically economically coerced? Then it might be. There.
That's a good one. Well, yeah, isn't that like there's that old cat saying, "If I fits, I sits."
Mm-hmm.
So if it fits, it
If it
shits.
fits, it shits.
You guys have a very entertaining chat. I like it.
Our chat goes great, man. Because this is what happens. We do stuff like this all night. Yeah, there you go. You can't send her media mail. No, you can't. Yeah. Where are we going?
That's true.
Who is this? When did we get to human trafficking? I don't think anybody mentioned sending a woman in the damn mail. We were talking about
it's because Kevin said you can send chicks in the mail, so why not kittens?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about like mail order brides and yeah.
No, he meant baby chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, what do you think of my hair? I got the wife haircut just before.
Let's take a look here. Let's get a good look at that. Yeah, that's not bad.
I think she did pretty good.
Yeah, she got it
She
even.
faded it in and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you seen Charlie's London's husband? Have you seen Jan's haircut? She did
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah. Jan's looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say you made out better than he did.
Did you see Peter Gilmore's haircut? He cut his hair live on
He did it
stream.
himself.
Yeah, that was I was there. I'm like, Peter, stop.
Yeah, we were all like, Peter, no.
Peter, what are you doing, my mans?
And he was cutting the sides, cutting the
I'm
back.
going to cut my own hair. Fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much. That was just. Well, he did carry the stream for like a little while because Commie Mark was trying to get on Cecil's stream, and he was on his stream trying to get on Cecil's stream.
Did he make it? Because I
got on, yeah.
Because I had to crash. He did
Yeah, yeah.
it. All right.
Yeah, because that was a long day for you that day, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Everybody had a long day. I mean, it's been a long week. What in the world?
Right?
I mean, hell, like today, you said it rained there today up in Ohio?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been raining for days, though.
We had here's what happened here. We had a rainstorm that dumped 3 inches in the span of 3 hours.
Jesus.
So that means
I've seen the pictures of your garden that you just did.
yeah, the garden we just planted yesterday and then it's flooded. I'm like,
son of a bitch.
But dude, my hair cannot handle this weather. It sucks really bad.
my body can't handle it. My shoulder's been aching, my knees have been hurting. Yeah.
I was gonna say my knee.
Mo Biggs is telling me to refresh. Should I refresh?
And Eddie
Yes,
has
we gotta
a
refresh.
question about the Lucent.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see this refresh. $1,116.
Dang.
Can't believe it.
It's blown his
I'm
mind.
so happy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who's backed it.
Okay, yeah. So I changed that a bit, but let's talk Lucent. What do you first come up with? The story? What inspired? That's a good question. So yeah, we can talk. Let's talk about that. Go ahead. With that.
Yeah, sure.
What
So-
inspired you to do the Lucent? What is the background behind it?
The background of me coming up with this story is back when I was in university. You guys call it college, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's 2 different levels, but go on.
Yeah. We have both.
whatever it is. I just had really bad sleeping patterns. I was a real night owl, and it just made me have these really crazy dreams. And I was really lucid dreams, where I knew what I was doing a lot of the time. And this was right around the time that the Matrix came out, so I was kind of like incorporating that on purpose in my dreams, trying to kind of be Neo in my dreams. And I wanted to do things and I couldn't do them. And I literally would, spend my nights just kind of learning how to do like really cool stuff in my dreams, like walk through walls, fly around, beat up people, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And it was just a blast and a trip. And that experience just really, it just stuck with me. And I just thought, wouldn't that be a cool story, if you, based on that, like you could learn sort of to unlock powers inside your dreams. And that's sort of the kind of underlying premise of this story. That's how it came about.
Very nice.
But that was a long time ago, and that just was percolating in my head for a long time. And I started writing. I just started writing. I didn't really have a story. I didn't really have characters. I was just writing. I didn't know what it was going to be. And I wrote for years and years. I wrote like 200,000 friggin' words just writing.
Yeah.
And then after all that writing, I realized I don't know how to write for shit. So like I read back on it like, wow, this is terrible. So then I spent a lot of time actually learning how to write and how to formulate a story, and I learned all the stuff about the hero's journey and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so but it's still, the story wasn't working. And I think it's because I was trying to like do it in like a novel or something, and it just wasn't clicking. And then one day I if you just hold on for a sec.
Uh-oh. He's pulling books down. Get a good look here. Gotta put his ears
Sorry
on.
about that.
It's all right.
Yep, sorry about that. I picked up this. I was in France.
Oh.
And this is this guy's a concept artist, and also he makes graphic novels as well. And I don't know if you know about European and French comics, but they're friggin' amazing.
We've learned
and I picked this up.
Years. Yeah.
I was just like,
oh, man,
wow, what is this? And I just thought, man, this feels like my story. And I'm an artist, so I was like, could this be a comic? And it just my brain was set on fire after years and years of writing, and I started envisioning it as a comic, and I could use the panels to tell so much the story that I'd been doing with writing, and it all just fell into place. And all of a sudden the story started making sense and everything started working, and I was just, and it all just flooded out, and now we're here. I had to learn how to be a comic artist. That's something I'd never done before. I mean, I was drawing Spider-Man when I was a kid, but how to do sequentials and be a comic book artist, and here we are. And that process started about 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's something, because it's like you said, earlier, you spent a few years doing it the wrong way, and then you started doing it the right way. Same thing you were talking about earlier. You said like you spent 5 years doing it the wrong way, and then you said, let me try it the way everybody else is doing it, and it worked. Right? It's like it started working. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Let me actually listen to people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
and things started to work. Yeah, and it was the coloring as well. Like I was just the line art. I'm a bit of a chameleon when it comes to sort of, I can kind of copy people's styles pretty easily. So I just kind of pick some styles that I like. If I didn't know how to draw something, I'd say, like, how did he draw it? I'd go in there and kind of copy how they drew it, and that worked out pretty well. But the coloring, I just had no idea. So when I started, I was just, it was awful. And I spent like 6 months. I said, well, it needs to be good. If I'm going to do a campaign and, have it associated with Comicsgate, I need it to be amazing. So I'm like, I'm going to get these colors right. So I went onto YouTube and I spent 6 months, like maybe once every couple of days, like just watching some tutorials and all about the theory and everything, and just learnt all that, and that's what I'm doing right now, just like getting all the colors down, and it's coming out really well.
Yeah. And it's amazing to me how quickly you've kind of caught on, and I say quickly. I always my old pastor had a saying, and I think you'll appreciate this. He said it took me 45 years to become an overnight success.
That's how it feels. Yeah.
It's like you've worked so hard, and all of a sudden it finally pays off, kind of thing, right? And
man. I've been here. I've been here since before the beginning. I love it when people say like, "Oh, I was here, there." I've been there the whole time too. You just didn't notice me.
right, exactly. It's it's one of those things where it's either you. How do I put this? You either wait for your moment or you take your moment.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Like I was there. Like, when are people eventually going to start sort of putting two and two together? That I was there then, and I've been chatting with you guys, and you can't expect people to remember you and know who you are, and like the way that because everyone's in the same boat. There's a gazillion people out there trying to do stuff and get seen. So you just got to take the bull by the horns and just do the best thing that you can do and get it out there on multiple different streams too. YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. It's putting yourself out there, like you said. Even if it comes to doing fan art from other people doing projects or something like that, and that gets you noticed. Man,
the biggest thing for me is I've been doing my YouTube channel for I think I started like really late last year, like December last year. And it went well. I had like 100 subscribers, and I didn't really know what I was doing, just throwing shit on the wall, seeing what stuck. And then what I started doing those animations, and man, that is just like, I just checked my thing. It's like, you got 400 new subscribers in the last month. It's like, what?
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy.
I might pull that up too. That last one you did with the Ethan.
Yeah.
I have you seen that one, Piper? I don't know if you've seen that one or not. That was a really good one.
I'm not 100% sure because I've seen a lot of stuff. I've just
and you kind of run things.
There you go.
Everything runs together for me
let's
when I'm
point it
tired.
out. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, there's just so much content all the time. I always miss lots of things.
Yeah, but I was really lucky with that. I put up on Twitter, and Ethan was streaming at the time, and obviously a lot of people were saying you got to check out this video. So he pulled it up, and they all watched it live on the stream, and that was surreal. I was at work watching, like I can have a screen off on the side with my earphones on while I work, and that was a pretty surreal moment. It would have been funny to look at my face when he all the guys watched that.
So here it is. We'll go ahead and we'll play this.
Okay, yes, you did this.
Yeah.
Man, okay, yeah, I've watched it like a whole bunch of times, but different people kept sharing it, and I didn't know who did it.
It's me.
I love this thing. It's so cute.
Yep. So let's check this out. It's a good video. Let's check it out.
Okay, now
Here's the other thing to remember about pop culture, okay? The people who like Star Wars, the people who like Dungeons and Dragons, the people who like video games and comic books, these are smart people. So the culture that they're taking in is vital. This is a battleground. What we teach our boys, what we teach our smart, exceptional, special boys, it's important. Are we teaching them the masculine version of Thundercats? Or are we showing them the Cal Arts soy-based pussy version of Thundercats? Are we mocking masculinity, or are we cherishing it? We're making it look cool. We're giving these boys something to aspire to. That's what all of this stuff means. These are the things that actually shape our ideas of what it means to be a man. And if these social justice warriors, these soy boys can get in there and they can monkey with it and they can change it and they can make it embarrassing to be a man, if they can demasculinize and de-penis Luke Skywalker, put him in a bathrobe as a failure, somebody who gives up and literally sucks on sea monster tit instead of fighting the First Order, which is what he should be doing. What kind of message does that send to our boys? How are boys supposed to grow up without Luke Skywalker? How are boys supposed to grow up if Batman is sitting there whining about Selena Kyle all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Boys don't have the role models that they used to have because the most incredibly depressed, mentally ill weirdos have taken complete control of our pop culture, and they're ruining it. You want to pump out more soy boys that look like Will Wheaton? This is the inevitable result.
That was
of all
the best
of this.
part.
This is where we're going. This is why we fight so hard. These boys need heroes. They need masculine role models. They need heroes. People.
Hold it. Back up. I like this part.
Oh yeah, I bet you do.
If you can't figure out, I like this part.
He does.
I've had a few people thank me for including him.
Nice.
I got sketch therapy in the chat. What's going on, sketch? Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. Glad you're doing well.
I just wanted to put in some people who, either them being mocked or deconstructed or changed.
Mhm. Yeah. Obviously Conan is just the pinnacle of what masculinity, right?
Yeah, but now he's like the pinnacle of just toxic blah
masculinity.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Superman's just been
the pinnacle of what a hero should be. I've always said, Superman's the pinnacle of what a hero should be, and deconstructed, destroyed. The Optimus Prime, I always said, consummate leader.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that when he was written in comics in the past, he had his issues where he didn't know if he could do it, but he went and did it anyway.
Yeah, we're not looking for perfect people.
Yeah, we're just looking for somebody to get the job done, as they say.
Yeah,
I think
we're
about
looking for people that can face adversity.
Have you ever seen the movie The Sands of Iwo Jima with John Wayne?
No, I haven't seen much John Wayne. I've got to actually go back and
There
watch
was a line in that movie when he's he's basically running the boot camp, right? Getting these guys ready to go to war, right? And he basically says, by the end of this, you're not going to like me, and you might even hate me, but I'm going to get the job done, and you're going to be ready.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of the guys hated him. They wanted to fight him. They wanted to kill him and stuff like that. But when he, at the end of the movie, spoilers. At the end of the movie, when he dies, they all freak. They're all, scared and terrified at first. And then the guy who gave him the most shit ended up taking up and becoming the leader of the group of the, platoon. So,
what movie is it again?
Sands of Iwo Jima.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. So.
He also did a companion movie to that from the Japanese perspective. That's kind of neat.
What's that?
I forget what it is called, but I'll go look it up.
Oh, it's like the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also was more of a Clint Eastwood man.
Well, there's some good Clint movies out there too. Don't get me wrong. I just watched Gran Torino the other day. So anyway, let's.
Wait, no.
Before we go on, let me get back to this picture.
Start. I was going to say, start there.
It's funny how that picture has just taken off, and literally
become a meme. You have done more. I'm going to tell you something, brother. You make a meme, you will become more famous than you ever thought you would ever be. Right? And that's what's happened here. You made this meme.
It's so funny. You can slave over an amazing piece of art for days, and it gets 3 likes, and then you can just shit out a quick drawing like this that took me 5 minutes.
I apologize. I got my movies mixed up. I was thinking Letters of Iwo Jima.
Oh, okay.
And Flags of Our Fathers.
Okay. You just gotta. But no.
It just resonate.
Yeah. But if you saw my Twitter today, holy shit! I made a joke. I said I saw this thing and it was funny. I think Piper saw it. The bubblegum haired lady.
Yeah. If that's what that's supposed to be.
Oh yes, I did see that. The pink hair.
Okay, so how you go and you craft a tweet, to make it, like especially a promo tweet for your book or for your show or something, and you do it, you try to word it right and everything, make it look good and stuff like that.
You hit the button and you're like, that's a masterpiece.
That's
and maybe 2 people interact with it.
And then you get and you're feeling good if you get like 15 retweets and maybe 30 likes, I'm just getting, on a good day, right? So I literally just grabbed, and I saw it in another post. That was the funny thing. It was another guy who posted that picture, and basically made another joke about it. And I put a joke because I thought that would be fun. I just like, so let's see what's going down on Twitter. Oh my God, what is this? Right? And that thing has gotten over 400 likes and it's been retweeted almost 200 times.
Wow.
And I said, "Holy crap! I'm gonna have to do that whole like what do those people say? Check out my mixtape on."
Yeah, man.
SoundCloud, I think it is.
Yeah, check out my SoundCloud.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see. I once asked my friend's sister, who I just met, if her bubblegum colored hair meant she tasted like bubblegum. So they say I came out of that situation with the upper hand. I had one guy today responded to me. He said that he grew up like liking Bubblegum Crisis and other animes that had like, he said always like, girls that had, I always had dreams of having a girlfriend that had a pink or blue hair. He said, this is ruined. He said, now 30 years later, I regret it all. And I had to quote tweet him. I said, these dumb SJWs are ruining people's waifus for people. How dare they? You can't ruin somebody's waifu. Come on.
I had to, when you posted that picture, I had to go and like take it and look really close, and I was squinting and everything because I was like, well, that looks like it's a filter that put on fake glasses and fake like
I tweeted at 943 likes.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
So I was sitting there squinting, going, there's no way that's real. And I'm like, holy crap. That's real.
Well,
It
you
just
always
goes
get
to show
viral
you
for the
never know
stupidest
what's
thing.
going to take off.
No, you don't. It's like it's all happenstance.
Nice.
Yeah, 900 right now, 973 likes and 172 retweets. Well, you
And
can't.
you did that just earlier?
No, this is I just
Earlier today.
I just now looked at it. It's getting close to 1,000 likes. This might be my most liked thing ever.
Yeah, this video here on Twitter as well got 1,000 likes. That's fine. Like I usually get, if I get 15, I'm like, yes.
Yeah. I'm doing good. Woo.
No,
You
you've
get
done
that-
more than
that
this
dopamine
one.
hit.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, he got
What's
like
that?
2,000 views over.
No, I mean more than this. This video.
Oh, he's got a lot of videos. Yeah, he's done like indie
yeah.
videos focused on different campaigns. That's why I first noticed him when he did a video about us, about Peregrine.
Oh,
And
I meant animated. I could
Yes,
swear
I've got
there's
a
a couple
few-
more with Ethan talking.
You have one more with Ethan talking, and I've got
Okay.
a few other weird animations that I've put up.
Because I recognized the animation, it didn't click.
Well,
that
as
was
well,
you.
it's a take on the old Ricky Gervais show.
gotcha,
So it
gotcha.
might be recognizable in that sense.
All right, let's keep playing. Let's start from here since Piper likes this.
This is the inevitable result of all of this. This is where we're going. This is why we fight so hard. These boys need heroes. They need masculine role models. They need heroes, people who don't sit around and cry and mope and whine, people who put themselves last, who put heroism, their country first. It's so important. I know it seems silly to cry about Captain Marvel or Star Wars or The Last Jedi. You can't stop until they change what they're doing, until they wake up and realize that they're destroying people. They're taking away our balls. Our boys are growing up to be pussies because they don't know any better. They're afraid of offending these blue-haired land whales on social media. They're afraid.
Always end with a bang.
Yes.
I wonder who that was supposed to be.
I have no comment. People have made have made some insinuations, but I have no comment on who that is.
Mike is dead. We've killed Mike.
Rip.
Yep.
Mike is
This
dead.
happens once the stream does, so it's okay.
You what?
It happens once the stream that Mike, he dies.
Sketch says that there's one with Winger in it. I want to
Did
see
you do
it.
one with Winger in it?
Yeah.
That's not me. That's
that's
Camel Moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was great. That one was really funny.
Well, we'll show that in a few
Can
minutes.
we watch that too then, I guess?
I mean,
It's the cartoon show.
you want to show? If you want to see it, are you cool with that, Michael? 'Cause
Yeah, absolutely. It's your guys' show, man.
We're gonna fight you if you don't.
you say that, but it's your show. Like,
Yeah.
I think I saw it. Yeah, here it is.
I
This
mean,
one.
it's still showing off his.
No, that was the stream. Camel Moon, right? Is the
Yeah.
okay?
like it's showing off his work, right? So it still counts, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Now this is. I don't know if y'all seen this one. You seen this one, Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You know? Yes? No?
Oh, no. Actually, I
one
don't think
with-
I've seen this one. I've seen
with Wenger in
the.
it.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Okay. Yeah, show. Then you need to see it. You need to see it.
All right, here we go. All right.
Hi, you're watching Camel Moon on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to Camel Moon on Subscribestar. All contributions will go towards the creation of more content. Thanks for watching.
He's done a good job of like after the whole Space Ghost thing.
And his animation is on like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Featuring Wenger.
Well, you know, real quick, it's like the thing when you're talking about his animation. I was worried at first when he was just doing the Space Ghost coast to coast and like manipulating it a little bit. You know, I was like, okay, he can do a little thing. But now I see he's actually really good.
I was going to say the last thing I remember from Camel Moon was Space Ghost parody stuff, and then I kind of
he
I don't
tried to
know.
launch a crowd fund to do like 12 episodes,
Yeah.
but they took
I thought.
but Warner Brothers like smacked him down on that one.
Oh.
Yeah. I
It's
think
no longer
that
for
was
use
always
at
going to
the
be
point.
inevitable too.
Yeah. So honestly, it's a good thing for him to be doing this on his own.
So the Comicsgate animated series is like him doing it, but now it's original stuff, so nobody can smack him.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nice. Okay.
Because
This is
Yeah, so it
episode
looks
3,
pretty
so I
different.
gotta
It
watch
looks
1
pretty
and 2 at some point.
Yeah. But okay, here you go.
kale salad.
Oh no, sympathy for the devil.
Uh-oh.
Hi. Okay, I guess I'm back.
What's up, everyone?
Everyone's here. I don't believe it.
We have a planned special guest tonight.
Hey, what's going on?
Talk about it for a second. What is the matter with
I
Cecil?
love Wenger.
While he's not here, that's the best time to talk shit about it.
Get on camera, Cecil.
Cecil, hi.
Stop yelling at me. I'm a real human boy with feelings. Why do people keep forgetting that?
I don't know.
Look at me, I've got this cool pineapple shirt on.
He's on the wrong show. Whoa, look at that.
I dress so much better than that dude.
Your hair is nicer for sure.
Cecil, I don't know if you're aware of this. Susan Day is the big sister from the Partridge Family, and she was totally hot.
Well, that's just your ignorance.
Huh? Why did I hear that then? Why am I confused about that?
I don't ask. I like the mystery.
Oh my God, I wanted to bang Susan Day so bad when I was 4.
4?
So bad. That's when the Partridge Family was on when I was 4.
Partridge Family aired 70 to 74. You never watched that shit live.
I wanted to bang Susan Day when I was 10. So what?
It happens. I would say this to everyone all the time.
I get scared of the laughter of children,
Who gets angry at the laughter of children?
especially when like it's in the middle of the night and you don't have any children,
There's an echo to it.
and it is sad.
Yeah, I used to only cry during sex, so I went to a therapist and we figured out it's from the pepper spray.
Looking at a dinosaur and thinking, man, I bet his dick is huge, is a perfectly logical conclusion to come to.
Yes, I've seen it.
Well, the problem is that T-Rex is a minor.
I don't think a human woman would want
That's
that.
dumb.
It's got like spikes on it.
Yeah, I guess it turns out that you were right again.
If I might just, for one moment, Ethan, cut you off from your horse shit.
Okay, all right. I'll listen to you. Maybe you're right.
And start talking as soon as you're.
Donnie Cates.
He's a good friend of mine. He works over at FedEx.
Yeah, hi.
I will call you tomorrow.
Does the audio sound okay and everything? Can I just talk at you?
You called me at 1:30 in the morning.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I did yesterday.
All right, Donnie. I'll call you a little bit later. All right.
But yeah, I'm just like everybody else. I'm probably clinically like
It's 1:47 in the morning. Oh, what the fuck?
So first of all, I just want to say one thing very, 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 very clearly.
Would you do that?
I want you to know that, like, can I just like briefly spiral at you?
That's the thing. Now is not a good time to do that.
Hey man, I need some alone time. I need to go out in the backyard. So like normalcy will help a lot.
Is he talking to us while he's shitting?
You can see him on the can.
This is fun to watch this kind of stuff.
Oh, he's alive.
Fucking hell.
This is why we need a coronavirus.
It's gotten so bad, like an Asian hooker. I don't know if when she's spitting in my mouth, it's because I'm paying her or it's because she's trying to kill me.
Cecil, just do some dope shit.
So how's Donnie doing over there?
If you took his little pube beard away, he'd look like a 4-year-old. Why are Satanists all pussies?
Ethan needs to play the piano.
So random.
Launch them to the moon so they can stay so very far. Let's dig their dirt worm trails on Jupiter and Mars. Oh, trebuchet, make them fly. Oh, trebuchet, supersonic,
You know, my own stupidity. I ruined the flow of the show.
What about he's striking him?
Everything's a matter of timing, Cecil.
I wish I had someone to spiral to.
Shit. Okay, first off, I need Ethan's shoes.
Yeah, those are nice shoes, weren't they?
Those are some neat shoes. Probably give me like a little bit of height there too, and they're pretty. But also, I think it's even funnier when you recognize
that was
which streams certain clips
one
came
drugs,
from.
please.
Yeah, it was a nice drugs, wasn't it?
I'll definitely
Hey, Xavier.
go and watch the
What's
other
going
one.
on, man?
It's nice though because it's still like the
Watching
same
some
format,
cartoons.
but it's
Living the dream, my dude.
I think.
Go ahead.
What was that?
Said you're living the dream, my dude.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, absolutely. The waking dream. I was just gonna say, Piper, like sometimes when you do these projects like this, you could take a few episodes to kind of get into the rhythm. I thought his earlier the stuff when it was what was the series it was based on?
Space
again?
Ghost.
Space
Ghost.
Yeah.
I thought they were the better stuff, but I think he's really with that one. I was like, okay, I really see what he's going for now with this. It kind of takes a little while to kind of get into the rhythm, and yeah, that was really good.
One of the things was funny because when he did the first one, which is that, if you see the screen here, it's this one. Ethan made the comment that he made his nose too big and it needed to be smaller. So when Camel Moon did the next episode, he made the nose even bigger.
Yeah, that was great. And that's what you got to do.
Better than that. Come
Yeah.
on. He knows what happened with Power Girl.
Well, Ethan knows, so yeah.
Silence, artist.
Moon needs to do one on graded. Well, there's a stream from February.
At least one cartoon's been made from it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't this.
Eric in the chat says
Wolf
we need
Mama.
to make a video and it's just focused on Piper and her reaction, watching that. Do like a reaction video.
She was
That would be
for her
really good.
channel one time. She was going to do a whole reaction thing to her watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm gonna do it over here instead. I've just
Yeah.
been busy.
Yeah.
So I stopped watching. It was because every once in a while I'll ask my followers, okay, suggest the next anime for me to watch. I've run
You
out
come
of
up with a bunch of crazy
stuff.
animation you can watch to react to.
Right? And forever everybody's like, well, have you tried JoJo yet? And I kept going, no, it's not my style. I don't like that art style. I don't like that animation style. It sucks. I'm not interested.
We'll take this back to the classics. I'll show her Excel Saga.
Finally, I
$1,215.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh man.
Coming along, sir. Coming along.
Can't believe it. Thank you.
You might get it funded.
That would be.
I
I can't believe it.
We need to go. We need to look at your stuff.
We do.
Yeah.
We've been having so much fun.
You know, if there's time.
Yeah.
If there's time, we'll get to it.
now. So.
Well, you didn't do this before I got here.
No, we were.
No, we just been.
So why were you fucking around for?
We were waiting for you.
I know I'm messing
I'm
with you.
sorry, I had to help some boomers deboomer their internet.
Look, don't make me
Again.
play. Don't make. You know what? I'm gonna play it here.
Do it.
Ah! That is not what I thought you were gonna play. But
I'm gonna play.
I feel like that needs to be part of just everything. It needs to
Just
happen
call
all the
the
time.
cops. They can't
Ah!
uncocaine you.
Oh, cocaine? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Did I hear
Fucking
cocaine?
Matt, I'm gonna fucking get it, bastard.
I'm gonna do it. Too late.
Do it for me.
Cocainum.
I love when Mike came on and had that hat. That was good.
Yeah, I have there's a version that Yanafui did with Micah's face and posed over Arnold's that I need.
The only downside is that it cuts off a little bit
We'll
of the
never
mood
get
at the end.
copyright struck for that movie ever at that point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of our friends, he doesn't like that scene, and that's kind of why I used it. He doesn't like that scene because the sound that the plunger makes when he takes it out of the leg. He said that's not what it should sound like. He said, it sounds like you're unclogging a sink.
Yeah. Well, we told Brother Raptro if he didn't like it, he could fix it, and there the clip remains.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about Lucent.
I've got a trailer if you want to play that. We
Yeah,
can
let's play
probably
the
get started
trailer.
there.
Maybe now we can get on track. There we go. Put this up.
Can you guys hear it?
Nope.
Oh, did I forget to?
Sure.
You forgot to do the thing.
Well, because I was just showing the campaign. That's why I didn't.
Dang it.
Thing
You
has to be
know
done.
that campaigns usually have trailers.
Not always.
Hey, you should know by now to share audio on campaigns. How dare you?
Figure out how to run this thing.
I should have run it for you.
I'm putting some chicken in the oven. Let's see what gets done first, my chicken or this trailer.
All right.
Where are you at?
Let's start over. You ready? Why are you kicking? Don't kick things.
It was an accident. I was trying to
When
see.
dreams and reality collide, a life is turned upside down. Thrust into a conflict where ancient shadows fight secret wars. For control of the future. Her allies hide in plain sight. But so do her enemies.
That's my Nolan trailer.
That was good. I liked it.
Take it.
Nice.
Very nice.
Say what you want about Nolan. That music really builds a lot of tension. That's nice.
Yeah, I got a cinematic audio pack, and just spent it took me like a day and a half. Just you can just kind of cut it all together, and yeah, it's pretty fun to do. A lot of work, but worth it, I think.
Yeah, it turned out
That's-
great.
Captures the vibe of the story, I think.
Yeah.
Eddie Winkler has a question for you. Did you do the video yourself?
Yeah, I did. Well, I used that effect with the ink drops. That's like a template, an After Effects template that you can get. So you can just like you add in your images and stuff, and you have to cut it all together and everything. So you kind of have to know how to use After Effects.
Xavier, you're ripping shit.
I muted him. Go ahead.
and then yeah, so I did it in After Effects, and then sort of cut the video together with the audio in Premiere Pro. Like I said, man, I'm a one-man team. There's only me. If anything needs to get done on this project, until my daughter is old enough to start doing flats, then it's just me.
How old is your daughter now?
She's only 8, but she's a good artist.
Oh,
She's really good. So I'm gonna get her started on it.
Nice.
2-3 years from being she could in 2 to 3 years she could work for a Korean animation studio. So you can get her to start fighting.
I was drawing some pretty cool Spider-Mans and Ghost Riders when I was about 11. So I'm waiting till about then. She seems to have the same sort of knack for drawing and stuff that I did. So
Hey, what's the youngest somebody's won an Eisner Award for?
That's something to look up.
Yeah. Mike, look it up.
What? Which one? What am I looking up?
What's the youngest person awarded an Eisner Award?
Odd transition, but that's so now like I said, we've gone over the story, where you came up with the idea. So let's let's
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So this is the Lucent is the ongoing series. That's the series of books, and it's I don't know how long exactly the last book is going to be. It might end up being 2 books, but it's about 6 books for these the beginning, middle, and the end. That's the story arc. So Waking Dream is the first book in that. You're going to be introduced to the characters and the world, and see a bit of what goes on there.
A lady named Tilly Walden at the age of 22.
Okay, well there you go.
Wow.
When was
a comic book called Spinning?
And what year was it?
2018.
That explains.
Ooh. Oh well, yeah. Not so wow then.
not so much wow as in yeah. But go ahead.
All right. Yeah. So it's in the Lucent, you've got basically these ancient societies, they're like secret societies, Illuminati type things. They've been using their power and influence. They're able to tap into things that other people can't, and they've kind of taken control over all of that. And they've been there since the birth of the civilization. There's 3 stories that sort of run parallel to each other as the books progress. And the first one starts about 6,000 years ago and kind of goes through the whole birth of civilization. And it's a bit like Assassin's Creed. This is all kind of real myths, So there's Gilgamesh is in there, the Akkadians are in there, a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all kind of woven into the world building and the lore. So cut to the current year. This is the period of our main character Ella Forsyth, that redhead you see on the cover.
Right.
And she is she's sort of the Alice in Wonderland. She's about to fall down the rabbit hole and just get thrown into this crazy world, and yeah, she has no idea what she's in for. But she's kind of a dual character. She's really crazy and adventurous and outgoing and confident when in her dreams, and the opposite of that in real life. So when those sort of 2 sides of her collide, that's where a lot of the conflict comes into the story. And yeah, this first book it's all about that. It's her kind of what she dreams about and what's happening in the real world colliding, and it's and yeah, she's going to have that moment like Neo in the Matrix when he kind of realizes that the world that he's living in isn't the one that he thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I like got your different characters here.
Yeah, I put these 4 characters on there because they're the 4 I'm going to be have head sketches available for.
Gotcha.
So I thought if you can actually select what character you want as your head sketch. So I thought I better at least put those ones on there at least so they can sort of know what they're going to be getting.
I see what you're doing here.
The Marshall guy has some Jack Nicholson vibes to him.
Yeah, he kinda does.
Oh yeah. That's probably just the expression that he's got going at the moment. He's in the process of beating a guy's head in with a lead pipe there, so he's definitely got that angry look.
Oh, Jack Nicholson does on Saturday nights. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just another night for Jack.
Let's read this. Stretch goals. If this campaign is funded, I'll be putting up a bunch of very exciting stretch goals that will add loads of value to every perk. For example, a 12-page preview comic of the second book in the series, Painted Death, and a UV coating for the cover. So you're kind of doing what we kind of did, and it's like we'll show you the stretch goals when we get there, kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't want to be presumptuous. Being the first campaign, I have no idea what sort of interest there's going to be in the campaign. So I don't want to make the stretch goals too low because the profit margin on a project like this is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Especially with the Australian dollar, it fluctuates a lot. So if you guys see any weird numbers in the things go up and down $1 or $2, that's just the weird quirk of having an Australian campaign on Indiegogo. We're the only country, literally the only country that is singled out to have
you're literally losing money and not really losing.
Yeah, and so if a book costs $26 one day and $24 the next day, that's the reason why. But anyway, I don't want to kind of overpromise and underdeliver.
Yeah.
I'm going to just sort of, after the book, it looks like it's going to be funded. Thank God. Thank you all for that. But
I have to duck out for a minute. Hold on.
Wow.
Once it's funded, then I can kind of get an idea of exactly, what the numbers for those stretch goals will be. I don't want to be putting myself
you don't
in
want to
trouble.
promise something that you might not be able to do.
Well, yeah, I would be able to do it. I've got a job. I work full time. It's not a money thing. I just, I don't want to be losing money because I've promised something too early.
I will tell you right now, you want the campaign to pay for itself. You don't want to
exactly
have to come out with money you don't have to come out with.
That's right. And like the UV spot cover, if you can just scroll down a bit to the cover,
go back down to the cover.
Just here, that yeah, right there.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
So that is what's going on in that cover. Is it's supposed to be kind of like multi-dimensional. At first glance, it looks like she's just kind of flying, and then you realize she's actually coming down. Mm-hmm. But then you realize that that's actually a puddle of water on the ground. So you're actually looking down at her, and the reason it's a play between you're looking into different realities, I guess.
So I see.
And
you're going to spot coat this area right here.
That's what I want.
So the water puddle is going to be shiny.
Yeah, so if you go all the way down to the bottom now, I made a GIF of how that might look.
I was looking at that. I thought that was really neat. It shows.
You're kind of giving an example what it'll look like.
See?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, and I was like, that's what I want to have that. And then I crunched the numbers and I was like, oh, I really can't do that if I don't get like at least sort of $7,000 or $8,000. So I was like, oh man, because I really want it. So yeah, but I've got to, like I said, I got to crunch the numbers.
Right.
It gets to a point when you print enough books, it gets to a point where the spot cover doesn't really factor into it. Doesn't really add that much cost to the printing of the book. But if you do it too early, it can be double the printing costs. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah, you want to do it on a big run.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm
sorry.
That's a
here's a technical question.
You can rotate them in isometric view. So I'm not I'm not exactly sure what you're asking there,
I
Eddie.
think I know what he's talking about. What there's certain programs where you can take an entire layer and then sort of tilt it and transform it. But I don't know how to do that in any official program, unfortunately.
Are you talking about the that book? How it's like looking like it's flat on a table? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Eddie. There, sorry.
Yeah, if you can clarify, we'll get back to you. Let's go over your perks.
Yep.
Do you got some good ones? Some tasty ones?
I do. And if you were on the mailing list, hit the links in your email that I sent out earlier today, because a few of these perks will have significant discounts on them.
Oh.
There'll be secret perks in there for you to see. So, unfortunately, if you're just in the chat now, you're watching the video and you didn't, then
well, too bad.
Sorry.
I just so happen to be on your mailing list. Let's.
Oh, thank you.
Let me go take a look. I don't know if you want me to talk about these or not. You know.
I'll say there's a discount for the head sketch tier and the kind of everything tier. That's all there is. Yeah.
Okay.
But going forward, more stuff to come, I'm sure.
Nice. So yeah, so this one is the signed book. So I'm guessing all your books are going to be signed, because I saw earlier later on it said signed book, and yeah, so all your
yep.
Okay, but starting here, this is your featured tier. Signed book with a head sketch. Already got 2 claimed, and
so this is going to be on. I've got this really great. Hang on, one sec. I did one here. So it's not going to be in the book. It's an actual piece
sketch
of art.
Yeah,
that you'll get.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose what character you want. There's from those 4 that are in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
all this stuff is an add-on as well.
Not going to be like a certain someone. I'm not going to mention their name, but they had a sketch tier, and they actually had the sketch covers, right? For those books, and they went any sketch you want. So it looked really weird that something supposed to be a Comicscape book at the time was having.
Oh, it's got like Spider-Man on it.
Spider-Man and Power Girl and weird stuff like that. And I'm like, how about we do the characters in this universe and not
yeah. And these are the the cards. So everyone gets one of these.
Nice.
All right.
2 bucks today.
You know what you got to do now. And Xavier, you both got to do sketch cards now.
Yep. Do what?
After this first 24-hour period, that will be a tier as well.
Yeah.
So you can get a book and a sketch card. Yeah. I think that's $35, so it's a $10 extra thing, and there'll be an add-on as well.
Very nice.
That's the size that mine will be. I've got like this little pack of pre-cut.
Yeah, I asked you about the size too, Piper, when you had yours up there, and you came back and said, trading card size. So I had to Google that because I never made this stuff before. This is really cool card. It's 100% cotton, like a hot pressed watercolor card. So it's
nice.
it's a really nice thing to hold in your hand.
It's almost like made out of money.
I think I have the Bristol board ones, and I can't remember if I have the watercolor ones. I just think it's convenient because they came pre-cut, so I know they'll all be the exact same size and stuff.
Well, I'm not on the hook for any sketch cards yet, but I have my supplies ready. They may be a little bit bigger because I could draw decently well, but I might need the extra space.
No problem.
Yeah, you've got to, when you're doing this stuff, you've just got to do whatever you can do in an efficient way that is at a quality, that people expect. You just got to work. Everyone's going to be different. Ethan can just open a book and just sketch this amazing frog and charge a bunch for it because he's Ethan Van Sciver.
You can also do it 1,000 times the exact same way every single time with just a pen. And not mess up.
Yeah, so for mine, I'm actually gonna go off some reference. I'm probably gonna be drawing the same. Like I'm gonna be looking at it. I'm no Ethan Van Sciver, but I'm gonna do my best.
Can't do it, as they say, right?
give you give you something that's worth the money that you're paying.
I wouldn't want to wake up and be Ethan one day. I'd rather wake up with Ethan's money, but just the amount of responsibility that, oh god, now I have to go and draw a book myself.
Yeah.
Well, at least have his
Could you
capabilities.
imagine that Freaky Friday? Like suddenly Xavier is Ethan Van Sciver and Ethan is Xavier. He's like, why am I working at a call center?
Oh, then you
Look,
wouldn't
man,
trade
man,
abilities. You'd only trade bodies. Then that would suck.
Thankfully, Ethan has built up enough muscle memory over the years. All I gotta do is hold a pen in front of a page, and the body knows what to do.
You can see that it does. You can see that it does. Like watching his live streams, it's just it's like I'm a digital artist, so this is all I've always done traditional art, but with comics, it's always been digital. So this is something a bit new for me doing these original art perks. But you can tell from the way his hand just moves over the page and what comes out of it. It's just insane.
Yeah, I start with a pencil and I close my eyes. And 30 minutes later, I open my eyes, and not only is the page drawn, it's also inked, but I only have the pencil the whole time.
Nobody asked, Mike, how did you get the comics on the wall?
Do you guys have blue tack?
It's just
that
it might be called
little,
something else. But,
yeah, something. It's that little gummy, sticky stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're bagged and they're bagged and bought, and I just
Sticky tack or blue tack. Yeah.
I love that stuff, but I can
There you
never
go.
find it anymore.
It's getting harder to find.
Yeah, I live off that stuff. We can get it just out of the 7-Eleven or even like a
Y'all can
supermarket
get
or whatever.
anything.
But how cool is this wall looking?
Right?
It's a really cool wall. I
Awesome.
like it.
Nice.
Let's take a look
The
at
only
that
problem is I've got books coming and I want to add more, but there's no more space, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, you
I
don't
might
just-
just have to rotate them out.
Or you could just rip everything down and just
Start again.
or just build another house.
Maybe. I've also got. I just got the Jay Lee Cyberfrog poster. I don't know where I'm going to put that.
Yeah, I got that too, and I haven't the same. I want to frame it, but that
Yeah,
would
me
mean-
too.
That would mean going out and getting a frame, and I don't want to do that right now. Because like the only place
We have a really cheap, good online frame shop. You can go in and just pick anything you want to any size you want, and they're really cheap. They're like half the price of if you go to a normal frame shop or whatever. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do, I think. But
yeah, but so let's get back to this. So we did the so that one. Then we got signed book. That's kind of self-explanatory.
That's a really nice cover, though. I gotta say.
I do like that.
thank
cover.
you. I really labored over that cover. The concept, and obviously, I put a lot more effort into the art, and I know it's just like really make it shine. And I wanted the book, especially this first book, I wanted to capture the vibe of it. So it's sort of ethereal, and you're not really sure what's happening all the time. It's all a bit mysterious. That's the way I've written this book is some things I've just loaded it full of what are they called? Foreshadowing and little symbolisms and things that you won't notice what they are now. But once you've read the 3rd, 4th, 5th book, you can go back and see, oh, I see what all this stuff was. It all makes perfect sense now. It was all here from the beginning. Yeah. I just didn't know about it yet. And
then you got signed book plus fold out poster.
That's everything's going in like our A4 size, which is sort of standard paper size. Everything's going to slot into a little flat box. So everything that I'm making has to kind of fit into that, and that's how I'm able to keep the postage down. I think you're gonna have to spend just a touch more than you normally would on a campaign. I think I made it $12 for the shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I have to eat a bit of the costs on that, but luckily because the dollar is higher for us, that's fine with me. We can do that. Right. And yeah, it has to be a fold out poster. Some people ask me, can you roll it? That's just not possible. Postage wise,
I had to make a judgment call on ours, and it was, for the poster tier or the poster stretch goal, excuse me. And I kept saying, people said, I said, I guess we'll have to fold them, and people were like, I don't know if I really want. I was like, All right, I guess I'm gonna have to roll them because But I have luckily I found thanks to some good friends in Comicsgate, they've shown me some places you can get the tubes and stuff for a good price, and pretty much have a guy who's willing. He's going to print them and he'll do them up for us. So,
If necessary, I'll drive down when it's time, and I'll roll tubes and
you're
pack
going to roll
boxes.
tubes and tape boxes. Yeah, I'm going to put your ass to work.
A lot of smart people and enthusiastic people and big names in CG are looking into kind of sorting out this distribution, and especially with the international shipping, so that guys like me in Australia can actually offer that stuff. Maybe have it printed in the States and sent out directly from the whatever it ends up being. But it's all new.
Look into Mix'em.
I definitely have.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they just now started to offer where they will do the distribution for you also.
I heard that on whose stream was that? Yeah, I heard that, and I'm not gonna, because they've just started, so I'm not gonna jump on. I'm still gonna be doing the the fulfillment myself, but I think I'm pretty much 95% sure that I will be printing with Mix'em. Everyone seems to love it. They say they have a good smell of the books, and that's like, I need that. So yeah, I will. Yeah. I see CG World Order is here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hail CG World Order. Love that guy.
Let me grab his super chat here. Hail Greater Point 5. Hail Michael. Thank you, sir. We appreciate the $2. You'll be helping to ship these posters that we're making.
Because I didn't say it when I came in. Hail to the chat. Hail to the family.
Yeah. Hail chat. Always hail the chat.
Yeah, the chat is why we're here, right?
Yep.
The chat are the kingmakers.
We lost about 20 viewers because the Jack Show came on. But
oh, dang it!
So this is like a kind of a big boy.
It's the package deal. You get a small discount if you buy them all at once. Yeah.
And then we got signed book page art. Okay, so this is you do physical art, huh? You don't do digital.
I do digital, but if you want to pull up my screen here, I've remade some of the nicest pages from the book in traditional art, and I'm offering them. So there you go. I don't know if there's got a sheen. There you go.
Kind of doing a reproduction.
Exactly, but I mean they're one-offs.
Yeah.
They're exactly as they appear in the book. And yeah, they're on really nice paper too. So yeah,
nice.
Still though, that's commitment to craft.
I want to give people something. They don't know this property, they don't know me, but maybe they like the art, they just give them add a bit of value to the campaign. I'm always worried, like, no one's gonna spend a lot of money on this guy that they don't really know, or they don't know this property yet. But then I have to remember there are people out there with a lot of money who, $200, $500 isn't anything to them. So, and if they like the art, who knows? I'll put it out there. If I don't sell any, I don't sell any.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Looks like I have sold one. Oh my god.
And CG World Order asks, "Who's your colorist?" He is his colorist.
I'm my colorist.
Yeah.
And I'm colorist reborn. So yeah, I spent a lot of time and effort figuring the colors out, and the story, it kind of moves from scene to scene. The way it's kind of a set piece to set piece, and each place has its own color palette. Specifically chosen to, it's to tell the story.
Yeah, good looking book.
Thank you.
Wish I could pronounce that name.
Yes, I was going to say thank you, Jay Solano. Jay Solano.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
And see, I think we got another. Here we go. And this is the signed book plus cover art. Now this is
those blues.
Yeah, that's a nice blues. I love this action pose too.
Yeah, that guy there. That's Le Marechal. That's the main bad guy up there. You've got this little that he was standing in the doorway. So these guys they move quicker than the eye can see. So that's just kind of capturing a snapshot of him up in the air. So this poor guy on the right here is about to swing the pipe, he's sort of jumping up, and you can't see it there, but he's yelling, I'll see you in hell.
Right.
And but he doesn't. If you scroll down, he doesn't quite get there.
Oh,
he gets a boot to the to the gut,
like bleh.
Yeah, and then
nice. But yeah, so we got the signed book plus the cover art. So this is the actual cover art, black and white.
Yeah, so that's like I said, I spent a lot of time on that cover. It's a lot more detailed than a normal page, and I mean, like I said, I worked hard on that composition and to kind of capture the vibe of the story and everything about all that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
and these will be. I've got some. I was listening to how Ethan sends it. I went to the hardware store. I've got the melamine. It's this like wood composite thing. It's got a plastic covering on it. I just chopped it down to size, stick it together, tape, put the art in there, tape it all up, send it in a really tough bag. This stuff is not. These pages are not going to get bent at all.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how you do it. You sound like you got everything figured out what you need to do because you've been, as they say, you said earlier, you've been watching other campaigns and how other guys do it and
man,
best ideas and putting them on your own.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a nobody. I just kind of why reinvent the wheel when everyone out there is already just showing how it's meant to be done, and just take the best of what everyone's done. And that idea with Ethan had the Ides of March cover. That's sort of a new thing, a special thing for the first day to get everyone backing on the first day.
Yep. Do that and then adding other covers as you go along.
Yep.
I got the honeycomb box, so I've got everything. And I also
man. The dollar, it's the Aussie dollar just jumped off a cliff right when I was about to thinking of buying the honeycomb box, and it shot up like $200 for us. So it's not like we have a low cost of living. Stuff is actually more expensive here. So when I say the honeycomb box is going to cost me about $500, I think. That's actually more money than US dollars. Our stuff is more expensive than what you guys pay over there. Petrol and food and rent and all that stuff. So it's I haven't been able to back hardly any CG books for the last month and a half. I got Liam's Xenotype, but that was it.
Yeah, that happened with the Canadian dollar up here too.
Yeah,
the petrol.
Yeah, I heard that.
Went through the fucking floor, and so did the Canadian dollar. Whoops.
Yeah, to tell you how because of the gas prices, to tell you the difference. Because I have a gas card. Last month, my gas cost for a whole month was $245. This past month, it was $95.
It's just
that tells you how
insane.
much the gas has dropped, and that's getting the same amount of gas pretty much.
Say, even when I was driving normally, my gas was only like $45 a month.
I do a lot of driving.
And hardly anyone's driving. I want to go get some of this, some of it at the station, but I don't need it because I'm not driving.
Yeah,
I've never seen prices like this in 20 years.
I noticed Piper was going crazy for a second there. What in the world is going on? She was...
Was that
a
Piper?
mosquito or a fly?
That was what I was going.
Piper, what's that? A tree fell on Ranger Bob? Timmy fell down the well?
What's going on, Piper? Tell us what's going on. If only you had the wolf paws on.
Yeah, it would be a lot better. No, there's just this one freaking gnat that the second I sat down here to
right in your face, right?
Yeah, it keeps getting right in my face and driving me crazy.
Wants to go up your nose and
drive me crazy. One
eyeball juice.
Gnat.
It was a gnat. She said a monster gnat.
They want to get in your nose and your freaking ears every freaking time, right? It's
I can't do my ears, so it's like trying to get. It's like
nose.
hitting my glasses too.
That's a little asshole. How they say, "Oh, every creature has its unique meaning." You find me a meaning for a fucking gnat.
Yeah.
Geese are like that too. What the fuck is the goose for? Nothing. Being a dick.
Same with wasps. Fuck them.
Well, wasps.
Yeah, fuck wasps.
Wasps have a purpose. They protect corn.
Fuck corn.
Hey. I like corn.
I do too, but I can live without it if it meant no wasps.
Well, Michael's an Aussie, so don't you have like these super monster wasps that like eat like rats and shit?
We do, but that's more up in the tropics. You know, we got big nasty hornets. I was actually on, I think it was a Lean stream the other day. We're talking about wasps, and we've got an invasive species of European wasp, and yeah, they're fuckers. Like we hate them. I loathe them because they are aggressive and they don't give a shit. And I remember when I was a kid, I was, you know, I like bees, and you know, I help bees if I ever see them. I don't ever hurt a bee, and I always say, like, if you don't freak out around the bee, don't, like, it won't hurt you. It can land on you. It's not a problem. So I was standing there waiting for a bus once on my way to school, and a wasp came down. I thought, okay, I'm just going to stand here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to aggravate it. And it just flew around my face a little bit, and then it just went, stung me twice and flew off like a little bitch. I was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Take a sting
Around here.
I just got a message from a friend in the chat. Geese have a purpose. They teach assholes how to be better assholes. Fair enough.
I thought like Asia had like the worst wasp because that's what you always see on the news.
Yeah, Asians have to worry about the giant wasp.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
3 to 4 inch monster.
Yeah, they've got the giant ones.
I've been in Malaysia and seen some pretty nasty insects over there.
Yeah,
it's kind of like spiders, right? The thing with spiders is, you know, I have a policy with spiders, right? If you're on my ceiling and you're chilling and you're not doing anything, and all you're doing is like maybe getting some, you know, the random fly or something like that, you're cool. We're cool. You know, we have an understanding. But the second I start seeing your web, you know, your little stringy web coming into my domain, which is the floor, we got a problem. You have you have violated the non-aggression pact, and I'm about to launch my my miniature thumb nukes.
I tend to spray a lot of spray Raid out front of my door. So because I live at a basement apartment, I used to call the area in front of my door the Deadlands. Because there would just be corpses of bugs gathered around. Like, let that be a lesson to the rest of you little legged bastards. One day, I actually did have a spider, and he was in the corner by my door. I'm like, motherfucker actually made it past the Deadlands, and he's just going to chill there and wait for anything that makes it past? Okay, your name is Kevin.
Now you pay rent.
He was brave enough, right?
You've got to know your spider in Australia. So like, because we've got a couple of deadly ones. So you've got to like, we have a huntsman which is about this big.
Yeah.
But they're like a friendly giant. You know, I like them in the house, but my wife and kids, they don't like them. So I have to kind of put them in a little cup and take them out.
Yeah.
But we also have redbacks, which are like a black widow. And they will kill. So I kill them, but they keep themselves. They're like in sheds or. They don't really come into the house very often.
Now, when it comes to the black widows, they're under a zero tolerance of the nap, right? Mm-hmm. Their existence is a violation of the nap, in my opinion.
Also fiddlebacks.
Yes.
What are they called around? I think we got the brown recluse.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So. I'll tell you, it reminds me of this one time I was helping my dad on a job, and I think I've mentioned before, my dad's a plumber, and I had to go turn the water off at the water meter at the street, right? He said, go turn the water off at the water meter in the street. Yes, sir. I pulled that thing up. Not only did it have black widows in there, but there was a snake curled up around the water meter. And I put the lid back on. My dad said, why don't you turn the water off? I said, whatever's in there can have the damn water.
The snake wouldn't bother me, but those spiders would. I know my first encounter with a hobo spider, which is the fiddleback.
The hobo spider?
They're called the hobo spider. Sometimes they kind of like the brown recluse. Their bite is kind of like the brown recluse. Only I think it's either not as bad or a little bit worse. I can't remember.
But, like, the brown recluse, it bites you. Your skin starts melting and falling off.
Yeah, basically, the hobo spider bites you, and it will start acting and looking like a brown recluse bite, but it's actually different.
The funnel web.
Yeah.
It-
So my first encounter with one was here and had a trash can, and I went to move the trash can and realized that he had built a funnel in the handle of the trash can, kind of, sort of. He came out like, what the hell's going on? And yeah, and so I was like, that's a big spider. Let me look it up and see, what kind of spider. And I looked it up, and I turned to my son. He was a lot younger at that point, but I still went, so we're getting a new trash can. And we did. I went and got a new trash can.
That was literally, the whole thing is like, you wake up or something and you see a spider and said, okay, here's what you do in this situation. You see the spider, you calmly go, you find a newspaper, you roll it up really, really tight. You get a cigarette lighter. You light the paper on fire, then you throw the paper in the house and burn the house down and go move somewhere else.
Not gonna lie, you had me at the beginning there.
Yeah.
I just shared a link in the private chat of a funnel web. These are up in New South Wales, and these things are awful. So I'm happy we don't have these where I live.
Yeah,
they have them up in Sydney.
I will bring that up in a second, but let me read this super chat.
I was gonna say, this supposed to be super aggressive too.
Thank you for the $5. This is I want to mention that he has got his own project coming soon, and he might he might have something to do with submarines soon. First apartment was in a basement. Owner had a goose I held hostage until the owner came home.
All right.
Savior for restoring my PTSD, not a friendly animal.
I have another message from the Peanut Gallery. Yes, the huntsman. Watch it majestically gallop and tackle its prey with the grace of a predator ballerina.
That's a very poetic description.
Yeah.
I got a new trash can, and that freaking spider stayed there like an entire season. And through the window, I've watched it fuck some shit up.
So this is
How long before you're afraid to go out again?
This is the funnel web.
They are big cunts.
And it's huge too. And it has these huge fangs. And if they and like Piper said, they're really aggressive. And if they bite and they don't want to let go, they're a bit like a pit bull. They have fangs that hook in. You've got to get something to stick it in there underneath their fangs while it's biting you, and pry it out. And their bite can be deadly. So it's
You ever see
I'm
a
glad
camel
that I don't
spider?
have these.
A what?
Yeah,
I got
I'm
it.
not a person, but I've seen them.
Fucker's dead. Sorry.
Good.
Say when I was deployed to Iraq, we had camel spiders all over the place. We had one and we kept it as a pet. We weren't supposed to, but we did it anyway.
Those things are goofy.
They kind of look like the fucked up flipper baby of a spider and a scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
are they dangerous or are they just big?
They act dangerous, but there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll chase you because they're trying to get in the shadow where it's cool. So people tend to freak out by them a lot.
And then once you like stand still, they just stay in the shadow, and it's like, oh well, that's all you need, right?
Well, what's the name? Speaking of, what's that name? What's that kind of snake that will chase you?
There's plenty of snakes that will chase you.
I know, but it was this particular venomous snake that will never relent.
Cottonmouth?
No,
not sure.
Copperhead?
All the snakes here are pretty shy. Thank God.
Yeah.
Water moccasins will chase you for a good while.
Cottonmouths are more of they if you leave them alone, per se, they'll leave you alone.
If you don't spook them. And...
Aren't the black mambas in India? I know they kill people. I don't know if that's because they're more aggressive or just they're around a lot where people live. I don't know.
I just remember one. They said it was a damn snake that chased them for a half a mile, essentially.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We have some nasty ones here, but they're venomous. They have the most potent venom in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they keep to themselves. I walk home through a park and I've come across the second most venomous snake in the world, and I nearly stood on it because I was looking at my phone like an idiot.
Whoops.
And some woman said snake. I was like, whoa, okay. And yeah, there's this thing, and if it bites you, you've got you got like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to get to a hospital.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
But like I said, they're timid. Like they don't want to bite you.
What's the one that did you really never want to fuck with? Was it a coral snake or something like that? Like
was it red to black? Stand back.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
black.
said the main snake I know I'm supposed to watch out for was always water moccasins, and that's because they were in Louisiana a whole lot, and they will chase your ass because they fucking feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say don't mess with any snake. Don't fuck with any snake.
Well, you got to, it's like you don't mess with them, obviously, but it's good to know what kind of snakes you have around, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have like a rat snake or a brown snake or a black snake, you kind of want to leave them alone, because they'll take care of like the mices. And in the case of like a king snake, you want them around because they'll eat other snakes.
Yeah.
I like snakes. So
a red touch yellow.
Yeah, I love snakes.
Kills a fellow. Red touch black. Friend of Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red touch black.
There's a snake called the inland taipan here, and fully it's out in the outback where no one is. It's also called the fierce snake, even though it's not fierce at all. But it's the number one most venomous snake in the world. And there's a video of Steve Irwin going out there to where this thing lives, getting down on his belly, right in front of it, lying down like this, just sort of sitting there talking. He always does, like, oh my god, oh crikey, check this out, he's coming right up at me. And this fierce snake crawls over him, and you can tell, like, this is one of the rare times he is shitting himself, because if he gets bitten out there,
he's done.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He doesn't bring
and
a
just
crew with
crawls
him?
right over him. I was like, this guy was a lunatic.
Mm-hmm. I remember that episode now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crew was there, Piper, but how often do you crews walk around with antivenom?
Oh, when you're Steve Irwin's crew.
Well, how often do you walk around with every anti-venom?
When you're Steve Irwin's crew.
Oh, look at this animal over here. Let's be a cunt to him.
Even with antivenom, the potency of this snake's bite, you'd be fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's off the scale. This thing.
You would still be laid up for quite a while, even with antivenom.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why it lives out in this small patch of the outback where no one is, because it's like they're trying to tell you, like, this is our territory. Get the fuck out. Don't come near this place.
We know about we know what happens when Aussies try to wage war against wildlife. We've heard about the emu war.
Yeah.
You lost the war to a bunch of dumb birds. So I mean,
see, the thing is,
have you ever seen those things?
Oh, they're fucking ridiculous. They were able to take like 308 rounds and not fall.
Emus?
Yeah.
Emus, yes. There was a literal war that they had with the emus. And
video series, Mike? What's that guy's channel? Like what not a bridge, abbreviated history or something like that. And he did a whole he's done a lot of cool videos. He's done like the Civil War, Revolutionary War, War of the Roses, War, all that stuff, But he did one of the Great Emu War.
I haven't seen that one. I got to check that out.
Yeah.
Doesn't the record say that you guys lost the emu war?
yes, the Australians technically lost the emu war because there was one casualty. There was casualties on the Australian side because of overconfidence.
Yeah.
That was another thing in Louisiana. Like, people for some reason like having emus in Louisiana. Like,
well, they eat everything if you want.
I was gonna say it's like a common pet for like the slightly more wealthy people was annoying ass peacocks and freaking emus.
If they're raised around people, they're cool, right?
Well, they don't know the love of a good, kind alpaca.
Right. Alpaca jerks too, by the way.
They're sort of a more manageable ostrich, an emu. They're not as big as an ostrich, so
yeah.
With emus though, you got to make sure you got a male because the females are more aggressive.
Yeah, so you have to have a male to kind of keep them in check. I've seen, and honestly, I saw a guy. And this is like I was watching. If y'all heard of that vet show, Dr. Pole. He was like had to tend to an emu, and that emu was wilding out, and he just grabbed it by his breastbone essentially, and the thing couldn't do shit. He's like, you have to know how to grab a hold of them.
I feel like an ostrich would be more intimidating than an emu. Their size is pretty different.
Ostriches are
ostriches are massive.
Ostriches are bigger and they're dumber.
The bird you
And they're
want to watch
more
out
dangerous.
for.
Go ahead.
The bird you want to watch out for in Australia is the cassowary.
I've
It's
Oh my
heavier,
god,
it's
fucking
not tall,
cassowaries.
but this
Oh.
thing is like a dinosaur. It is literally like a dinosaur.
Oh,
It hasn't
okay.
changed since those times.
Their
it is
behavior has not changed at all.
That's the link
Yeah.
to oversimplified mini wars.
That's
The
the
emu
one.
war.
Oh, that's the one. Oversimplified. That
Yep.
look for Oversimplified on YouTube, and he has all these cool videos, and he did the thing on the emu war. So
When people think
actually,
of like
break it down to the bare bones, the Australian government gave 5 military guys a machine gun and told them to go out and kill all these fucking emus that were wilding out in people's houses and around their houses and shit like that. So they go out there, of course they find a pack of emus. They start shooting the fuckers, and the fuckers ain't dying because you're just bullets are kind of either not penetrating well enough or whatever.
And you just pissed it off.
And you pissed them off. But they just ran all over the fucking place. I think at one
Nobody
ran over-
expected the emus to return fire.
They pull out guns out of their like feathers.
All of a sudden, there's a oh shit, I ought to find it. There's a scene in a Chuck Norris movie. I think it's Code of Silence. I think it is. And if these guys are like, there's these guys out in the fucking parking lot. They're saying they're gonna rob this bar, right? And they were getting themselves hyped up and stuff. It's like, all right, you just be cool. You go to the back, and then when I tell them to freeze, you pull your gun so everybody, nobody will do shit, right? So they go in, he goes in there, orders a drink, and he pulls his gun. He's like, all right, this is a fucking robbery. He didn't know it was a cop bar. Every motherfucker in the damn bar just drew down on him. Like, you just hear, that whole like.
I think that happened in a RoboCop movie too.
I don't remember a RoboCop movie. I just remember Code of Silence, and I thought that was funny as fuck. Like all of a sudden, all these cops like, and the guy who was supposed to be watching his back, he just said "fuck this" and ran out the back door.
It'd be like that scene at the end of the Blues Brothers where all the guns just pointed right at the two guys.
Yeah, exactly. But I came back and heard they shoot the effers. Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck.
So,
I've been to a place. Yeah, cassowaries, you don't fuck with them. Like even behind a fence, there you stand back.
They have the behavior patterns that most people associate with like the raptors from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
they will distract you. They will distract you. One will distract you while another one is like hunting. Yeah, they're full on things. I've been in a place where you can go and there's thousands of kangaroos.
Look at it.
Look at what?
And you're standing there.
Sorry,
with,
go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you're just standing there in the middle of thousands of kangaroos. And if anyone knows what kangaroos are like, they just sort of sit around scratching their balls all day. Mm-hmm. But if ever they wanted to turn on you, you can imagine like
they gonna fuck you up.
You would not come out of there. They would just kick you into oblivion.
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine you guys had to fight the kangaroo war? Jeez, saw this kangaroo jump right into a bunker, take out 5 guys.
They have a strong kick.
Yeah, yeah.
And they kick for the nuts.
Yeah.
That's instinct.
To
try and kick your nuts off.
Man, what pricks.
Yeah, you got a bunch of prick animals down in Australia.
Never mind the
hard land.
At least all a wolf or a bear will do is try to devour you. I mean, that's at least that's something. A fucking kangaroo kick into nads, man.
Kangaroos will kick you in the nads. Dingoes will eat your babies.
Aren't the koala bears
jellyfish
assholes
will
too?
poison you.
Yeah,
Koala
koalas
bears
look
will-
Yeah,
cute,
they are.
but they're assholes. You don't fuck with them.
We went.
Go ahead.
We took my my mother-in-law and father-in-law to a kangaroo park, and they're not even allowed to hold them anymore because they're just, I don't know.
Well,
they don't know what they're gonna do.
They're smooth brains.
Well, this is more here, and a lot of people.
Yeah, they're smooth brains. I remember that video.
Otters. Otters are assholes too.
But they're such.
They say they have the Great Otter War in South Park. Yeah, is that otters?
But no, otters.
One wanted to put them on their bellies.
Yeah.
There's this one. It was so funny. It was the funniest shit. It was like a otter. It was like at a zoo, and they had this little. Those little. I'm sure anybody's had kids. Those little push what I call them push carts, but they look like a little van, and the kid sits on top of them, and you could push them around on it, or they can around. Well, there was this like one where there was 2 otters sitting on one of those, and another otter came up behind it and pushed it into the fucking pool with the 2 otters on there. I was like, what an asshole.
We'll crush your skull like a clam upon my tummy.
But otters, at least I think the river ones aren't as hard to like domesticate one and make it not an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Oh god!
Drop bears attack tourists, so yeah, they know who's native and they know who's not. So we can walk around fine, but if you come to our country, they'll just drop out of nowhere.
So basically, what you're saying is, if a drop bear knows not to mess with an Aussie because they know it's going to be a fight.
Yeah, that's
real
right.
Smooth brains.
Yeah. I'll say, you ever see a naked kangaroo? Those things are pure muscle, and they've never been taught proper kickboxing techniques. So we've never seen one at full strength.
And that's coming from the man with the strongest kick in the business.
Yeah. So yeah, what we were celebrating, and I think it threw Michael off a bit, was you were at $1,498.
Wow.
$2.
Thank you, everyone.
So close. Oh shit!
What?
Is it bad?
Also, Peregrine crossed 17.
Oh, never mind. I told a lie. How about 1535? How's that?
Oh wow!
Awesome.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And you still got 30 days left.
I had no idea how this would be received. So this is amazing. I'm just, I'm speechless. Thank you, everyone.
In the chat, I just want to
how Comicsgate.
I want to point to Wilberforce Wooster to this.
No.
Oh no!
Still, no one has bought one of my sketch cards. Buy one of my
He just accidentally bought it.
Wait, what?
It went like, good. Do you want to buy this? It's like, no.
Buy one of my sketch cards. Buy them. Buy them or else.
I can't believe I sold the page of art. That is so amazing. I'm just,
you don't.
I had no idea.
You really don't until you do it, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, once more people get behind this is going to sell out.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This. So
yeah, I checked out a bunch of people like how much they sell their original art for. Kind of like, I'm not really a known artist or anything, but then I have to factor in how long these things take. I definitely for those pages, they're like, I want them to be perfect, really. So, got to factor all that in. I think that's a good price, in the market. So, but still, I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Fucking great. That's what it is. So, fish fuck sick.
Punch yourself in the mouth or something? You sound like you just.
Yeah, I was holding my face.
Just
so why? I don't know. You just do things.
I think I haven't seen another book quite like this out there, especially in Comicsgate. There's a lot of heavy action superhero books. There's Narwhal's book is kind of a unique thing as well. I like how there's so many different kinds of books out there.
There's something for everybody.
Yep,
for sure.
Yeah.
You have a situation where you have a market of God bless. I'm trying to think of the word. I hate to use the word diversity, but that's really what it is, right? It's like
an actual diverse market. You don't have to pander to them. If they like it, they like it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
are you guys familiar with the fourth? I think it's the Fourth Wall or the Fourth Age or something. It's a good channel on YouTube. It talks about comics.
I seem to.
It's something like that. Someone in the chat. Well, this guy's a genius. Like this guy knows. He can break down what's happening in comic books right now really well. He has like some of the best takes in the business out there. So if anyone knows who it is, put it in the chat.
I hope you're not thinking of atop the fourth wall.
No. He's not talking about
No. This is a.
I think everybody knows the joke that is Linkara.
And
Who's
yeah, he's
wanking
just like
to the green M&M?
RJ, that's it. Yeah. So
Hey.
yeah, he did a video. I don't know if it was a couple of days. I watched it yesterday, and it's just he's talking about how these companies like Marvel, they just get stuck in. They just get stuck putting out the same shit. So even if you have different characters, it's all the same kind of story. It's all the same kind of thing, and that just happens over time. You know, once sort of the big titans like Stan Lee and Kirby and Ditko and all those guys, they retire. It's just kind of a slow decline down to corporate pap, and you get what you get. And what we're doing is just so exciting. Like there's so much energy, and people have different stories, people have different interests, and yeah, it's really amazing what's out there at the moment.
Yeah.
But you don't have a corporate overlord going, you can't write that story, or you can't do this, or can't have this character, this and that.
Yeah, you can't have a superheroine who has a nice rack and a boob window. Don't you know what year it is? I don't, but I know it's the current year.
You're answering to nobody but your own imagination and what you find out that your fans like.
Mm-hmm.
So you have free
Don't you
reign.
know there are a bunch of really bitter women out there who don't have a nice rack who are going to be by your buddy superhero?
This one's not for them.
Yeah.
Well, it can be. I don't know why it can't be.
There's Captain Marvel for them.
I can read superhero books or whatever, and I don't have to think, oh shit, I'm not as ripped as this guy. You just,
well, that's what I'm saying. The comic's not for those bitter ladies that can't do that.
Can't get past that.
That reminds me of that dude that did the New Warriors Safe Space at Snowflake. I looked at the Warriors, and I'm like, these guys are too cool for me.
We're not selling to people like this.
Yeah.
Are those glasses real, or have they been put on? Like,
those are
superimposed?
That's what I had to squint because I was like, did somebody Photoshop this person?
I had to look.
Talking about spiders before, like this is that red mark on the back of the spider.
Yeah.
This is a warning.
Yeah,
this is what we call danger hair.
This
right?
is called anti-Semitism.
Yes.
Yeah, the bright colors are how you know it's dangerous and to stay away.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny is I can't believe a woman would dye her hair the same color as her glasses. That
is
wear that suit.
It's so fucking tacky. Holy
and everybody
fuck.
said this has to be photoshopped, and then I have found another photo of her out in just in out in the wild, and it's same hair and everything, and they're like, I still don't believe it. I mean, I think right now she has she went gray, but she still has those stupid glasses, And what's really funny about it is I had a guy, he says now, are you making fun of her arguments? Are you making fun of her? Because the way she looks is nobody's business. I'm like,
she's on TV. The way she looks is everybody's business.
Yeah. The fact that she put herself on fucking TV. It's like, oh yeah, see, yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
And it's such a shame because she had other pictures where she actually looks like.
There's one.
Yeah, she's not. Okay. She's not an ugly person. She's
just
done this.
Doing
this
ugly
is how
things to herself.
Deep. Can you imagine how deep
Fair.
in?
I was gonna say she could use some kind of bangs though, because she has a hell of a forehead, and the shape of her head makes her look like an alien. Mm-hmm. But that's nothing that the right haircut can't.
That could be the angle of the photo too, though.
Yeah.
It's just when she just leaves her hair blonde and short trim.
It looks normal.
Can you imagine how deep into that ideology and how much Kool-Aid you have to drink to do what she did with that hair?
At least 4 years.
Yeah.
And $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie though, if you're gonna dye your hair an obnoxious color and have really obnoxious glasses, at least have the glasses be a different color. Maybe something complementary to the color.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's what I learned with coloring. You've got to have a contrast. Yeah. Otherwise,
the hair wouldn't be bad if it was the hair itself, the color. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't the haircut and also the glasses. That's what really fucked
She
it
was
all
wearing
up.
a suit that was the same color.
You go
I feel like what bothers me is her suit jacket is not the same shade of pink, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mom said the hair was for breast cancer awareness or something like that. Well, that's fine and all, but
If it weren't for the cut and everything else
yeah,
going on.
everything else make it. And plus, I went and after that guy said something about the content of her arguments and stuff like that, so I said, okay, well, let's find out. I went and looked on Twitter, and everything is white man suck, Trump is gay, blah blah blah. All this stuff. Like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
fuck that.
pretty much answered every question I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach says it's so boring because it's so predictable.
Yeah, she literally said that like white men with guns only carry carry around guns because Trump is their master. I'm like, yeah, because nobody was carrying around guns.
Nobody had guns before Trump.
Previous 200 and something years of this country,
And I don't know. I mean, I try and follow U.S. politics a bit, but I don't remember that executive order where he said guns for white people only.
Only white people can carry guns, guys.
I wonder how that would go down.
Yikes!
Not very well.
That would actually throw the media for a real spin. They wouldn't know what angle of attack can we spin this as, because we've got to hate Trump, but that would be actually quite amusing if you did something like that.
Spontaneously, both New York and California repeal all their gun laws, all of them on the same.
Let's see, communism, Bolshevikism was the worst slaughter of the 20th century. There were heroes, men who stood against it. Men and masculinity must be done away with for full demonic communist rule. I mean, I'm not going to say, look, you are never going to find anybody who hates the commie more than I do. Because commies can suck it. Except for Commie Mark. He's okay.
The only one.
He's the one we're going to put in the zoo, so he gets to live.
And we will not take him on a helicopter ride.
But he was looking forward to it. I mean, come on.
Where I live in Melbourne, it's like
everyone.
Portland.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll
It's
take
like
him
the
on a ride
Portland
to
of
freak him
America
out
down
and then
here.
bring him back.
You say you live where, Michael?
It's like in Melbourne. It's like the Portland of America.
I've heard that before.
I've heard that.
Our Greens Party, which is the Red Party now. It's a communist party.
Yeah.
They're in full control of the city. Like, they're never going to be voted out. Their numbers are solid, and it's just.
It's kind of
I don't know.
in New York City right now here in America. You got a guy who literally said, we're going, if I see Jews out in the street, I'm going to round them up with the cops. I'm like, dude.
I don't think, I don't
Yeah,
think.
de Blasio, he's.
Yeah, Bill de Blasio said to the Jewish community, you are violating the social distancing orders. And if we see it happen again, I've instructed the NYPD to stop and even arrest those that are participating. I'm like,
that's not a good look, fam.
Yeah, no, the problem was what he was referring to was there is this huge gathering that was a Jewish gathering.
It was a funeral.
Yeah, and he was pissed about it, but man, he should have thought about how he was wording his fucking shit.
I also heard word that de Blasio was ordering the New York police to invade Poland.
Yeah, I saw that. He said, I've ordered the NYPD to invade Poland.
But no, Hasidic Jews, they
when they have funerals and stuff, that's what they do. It's a big gathering.
They have huge gatherings.
Mean, the problem there is then you bring into question the religion versus.
Well, you got two problems there.
The state and the federal, I guess. At this
point,
point,
you got two problems. You got you got a First Amendment, which is right for the right to for religion, freedom of religion.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have right of assembly. Now, I get that we're under orders, but at the same time, there's going to be a big question after all this is going to have to be answered, and I'm sure it's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. Do social distancing orders and orders to stay home and stuff, does that violate our Constitution?
Yeah, you guys have such a robust Bill of Rights and Constitution that is so. It's the precedent has been set for hundreds of years now, and it's so strongly worded that I think you guys are going to have the courts. Like, lawyers are rubbing their hands together right now because the courts are just going to be full of cases for the next years.
Be a whole lot of
so much is unconstitutional.
There's going to be a whole lot of civil liberties questions coming before the courts, and I'd say probably in the next couple months, in all honesty, because I know of one place, I think it was in my state, where they were handing out fines to people who went to church. But the thing is, they went to church, but they stayed in their cars, right? Nobody got out of their cars. It was all, like throw a loudspeaker and everything. So nobody was on top of each other or anything like that, right? So, but they started handing out $500 fines because they quote violated the, the stay-at-home order. And I'm like,
no one knows the
on
rules.
the one hand,
The
though,
rules contradict each other.
Plenty of churches were lucky enough to already kind of be set up to handle something like this, but plenty of churches just simply streamed church services so that everybody could participate from home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we do have the technology to keep going. It would be one thing if the government stepped in and went, no, you can't even do that. That's definitely hardcore violating the religion thing.
Yeah, but
the problem is we got to find where the line is for public safety versus.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like they're in
freedom.
their cars. Nobody has their windows down. It's not nobody's koofing on each other.
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense.
There's no tasty bat soup or anything like that. Now, the ones who are clearly violating the order and going to church and, the pastors who keep their church open. Now, did you hear about that one Chad? I got to say he's a jerk, but he's also a Chad. Because what he did was they told him, okay, you're violating order, blah, blah, blah. You can't open your church, blah, blah, blah. You've got to stay at home. So they put an ankle monitor on him.
Jeez.
And he said he cannot leave within I think it was 400 feet of his, premises.
So he can't even get in his car. Go.
There's one problem. He lives in a parsonage. His church is literally on the same property, so he can still go to church and open. So that's what he did. He said, I said, okay, he's kind of a jerk, but he's also a Chad because he just okay, well, you just let me go exactly where I wanted to go anyway.
It's so weird. It's we don't know. Our shops are opening this week, but we're still on lockdown order. So you're not allowed to go out for unessential business, but the shops are allowed to be open. So no one knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Go ahead, Piper.
They're doing that over here. Ohio says they're opening places that are public gathering places, but we're still not allowed to publicly gather. So I'm like, what are they gonna do? Just lose money on operating costs and no one's allowed to show up? Why are they opening?
Yeah, it's so weird. We're getting $1,600 fines if you're kind of stopped by the cops and you don't have a good excuse for being out. You can get a $1,600 fine on the spot, unless you're going to work or getting essential food items or medical blah blah blah. You can get a fine on the spot. But then they're saying no, you can open up the stores. So it's just people don't know what the hell's going on.
I'll be honest with you. The one thing, this whole the whole social distancing thing. I'll be honest with you. I could live with that for the rest of my life. Because one thing I fucking
right.
One thing I fucking hate going to the store is somebody standing right on fucking top of me when I'm standing in line.
Oh, those guys!
I mean, almost literally breathing down your goddamn neck. I was like, yeah, I would like that motherfucker to be at least 4 Smillers away from me.
I hate it when they're fucking cunts about it too. It's like, hey, do you mind? Do you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if if it was everything's open up, but wear masks if you're in crowded areas for a while.
Social distancing,
and then
have capacity limits. That's
outside of that, I wouldn't mind if wearing masks, at least if you're sick and need to go somewhere, wasn't a social norm. I would like that if it would be.
I think if you're sick, you should wear a mask if you have to go out.
Yeah, I mean, because plenty of countries, that's social norm. If somebody's wearing a mask, they don't get funny looks. They get that person must have a cold or something.
Yeah, and also on top of that, anybody who has a compromised immune system already, it's probably a good idea for them to wear a mask anyway when they go out.
Yeah.
So.
But around here, man, you get weird looks if you wear a mask because I've had them for a while. And I've had them for...
Because technically, wearing a mask in public is illegal.
Yeah, that's what's ridiculous. Yeah. I've had them for when I couldn't miss any more class. But I'm sick because I used to get sick pretty easy. Yeah. But I still had to go to class.
This is the interesting thing about this is
I would get funny looks, but I wore a mask and kept all my sneezes to myself.
I'm trying to figure out how they're going to handle this in Alabama.
Oh Lord, I don't know.
because in Alabama there's their anti-mask laws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike, that's
Yeah.
not Alabama. There's a lot of places that have so it would be an executive order like curtailing that for a little while, more than likely. But
New York has
also
anti-mask
contradictory.
laws.
I
Yeah,
just think
so-
it should become a norm, not like a full-on mask, because that's kind of questionable. But if it's just a medical mask,
Mhm.
then I think that should be a social norm. Like, this is the time to really make it a social norm that it should have been already.
What is Michael? You were saying something. What were you trying to say a minute ago?
Yeah, I forgot.
Back Lucent.
Oh yes, no, I remember. This is the first time that I can remember since having a kid. I've got 2 kids now. I've got an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old, and we haven't been sick in like 2 months. This is the first time that's ever happened.
Don't you find that
because we're not getting colds?
You keep the crumb catchers from other crumb catchers, and all of a sudden you ain't got no goddamn colds in the house.
Yeah, I mean we're like an every week family. Someone will have something.
I told people, I said, what's going to be funny is like people are going to realize, you know what, homeschooling ain't so bad.
But that was why I was sick all the time when I was going to class, because I was going to school and then the kid was going to school and he was bringing home stuff all the time. Like I said, that's why I think the masks should
kids'
be
parties
a
as well.
norm.
Yeah, parties.
I just received another message from the Peanut Gallery. It's also legal to marry a first cousin in Alabama. Their laws are already fucked.
I'll give you the most messed up law here in our state. I think it's probably been repealed by now, but it was still a funny law. In a town called Boone, North Carolina. It is a little mountain town, right? Well, I say little. It's got a college and everything. They had a law in place. It's on the books. You can still go read it, where it is legal to beat your wife as long as it's on Sunday and in front of the courthouse.
Ohio had one of those laws too.
Yeah.
I think it was in Darke County in Ohio. It is illegal to run out of gas. And I think it was in Greene County. And remember, laws are only laws because somebody did it and it pissed another person off.
Right.
Now, I think it's Greene County. It is illegal to eat a donut while walking backwards down Main Street.
Very specific.
That is extremely specific. I'm gonna go try it.
What about the law where you can only urinate on the left back tire of a car? But you can't urinate on any other tire.
I have heard that.
I have been told by the chat to refresh.
Yeah, refresh that. I also have a story for you guys, a brief one, but it's somewhat related. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
1600.
82%. Wow.
82%.
One more fun law for my friends over in Ohio.
Thank you.
There is a state law in Ohio that says you cannot be arrested on the 4th of July or on Saturday.
Dude, everybody should be holding people to that until they change it if it still exists.
I think it's Saturday. It might be Sunday or the 4th of July, but definitely the 4th of July.
Sounds like Sunday would be. I have a brief story.
Well, let me read this real quick. I got 2 things I want to read. Hey, graded 0.5. Is the divorce rate in North Carolina higher or lower than the rest of the country? It's about even. It's about the same. And then this one, social distancing evil. All the elites are obsessed with population reduction of the planet. They want a manageable number to enslave. Social distance retards reproduction of the human. The joke I made about social distancing was tongue in cheek because, like I said, I just don't like assholes standing on top of me. That's my thing. Like,
I hate to agree with our overlords and shit, but I think we probably could use a little bit of retarding the reproduction of the human race for a little while.
I will say there's certain parts of my state I think that need retarding.
Yeah, exactly. No,
people are going to people no matter what.
Yeah,
like whatever laws they pass,
it's kind of like
you're always going to change human nature. So,
right, I was going to have jerks. Is the way.
My brief story is that my neighbors made this wine, but the story is well, they won't get me, but yeah. I know I'm making jokes, but the story is I was in a conversation about how it does kind of feel like a prison sentence now that I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Sorry, I had to do it.
now that I'm not allowed to leave my apartment when I want, even though I hardly ever want. But, I was talking about how it feels like a prison sentence. And it was, speaking of that, our neighbors made some wine and you need to try it.
Whoa.
And the first thing that popped in my head was toilet wine because I was talking about prison.
Good old Bruno.
So it was like, oh God, do I have to?
Let's see. With Pruno, what you have to do with that is an orange, some bread, ketchup, some sugar, water, and then just leave it somewhere.
Oh, you're gonna make me throw up.
Is this the full Futurama thing, making sangria turlet?
Ew. So I don't know how this was made. I didn't ask. All I know is it took me until today to gather the. It's been like a week. I've been sitting on it, going, "Yeah, I'll try it." And it took me this long to finally try it because I finally got that image out of my head. And it tastes pretty good.
It doesn't have any undertones of bleach or anything like that.
Nope.
From the toilet.
No, it's pretty
It
fruity.
should be good then.
Honestly, as long as it's sweet, it's fine.
We were what was it last week? We were out.
It's good.
Mike and Xavier, we were watching some shit where this woman was making some homemade wine, but she put it in the wrong kind of bottle.
Oh yeah. She was making that like.
So the gases couldn't breathe out, right?
Yep.
So as soon as she popped the top on that bottle,
I remember that was fun.
Damn.
Everywhere. Because it's an account. It's an account called Hold My Beer on Twitter. It's freaking.
She was making like beet wine in a bottle, and it just
all before making the wine.
It's like Homer Simpson with his home beer brewery.
That's why I like, I mentioned Futurama. It was like, I think it was Scruffy who said, jail's not so bad. You can make sangria and turlet.
Turlet.
I like him.
I think he said
Wait a minute. Who are you
turlet.
again? I'm Scruffy.
Scruffy, the janitor.
Turlet.
Scruffy would like to use all 3,000 shares to the handsome gentleman. Why do you have 3,000 shares? Scruffy loves this company.
I love that character, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen him like this or ever before.
I only own 2 shares of your kajigger. Lady and her cat.
Oh yeah, the cat lady. Yeah. Let's see. Make one more. Let's do another check. Well, it's still sitting there. Okay. We're getting to that witching hour where if people don't back this book, there's going to be some really bad 90s cartoons coming.
Oh, no.
Hey, Piper, GD says the wine, it just means the fact that it doesn't smell like bleach means they didn't bleach their toilet before they made it. So not out of the woods yet.
You got all that good stuff. You got that good stew of
You're seriously gonna make me barf.
It's a heady bouquet.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I am pulling up the worst 90s cartoon opening I've ever seen.
So good. I thought you were gonna pull up the worst case of toilet wine ever. So I'm glad.
That's next.
We're going 90s cartoon instead.
That's next.
No.
This one's for the chat. This one's if you don't do what I say.
I gotta find this hold my beer thing. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, the account is called Hold My Beer, and they got some good shit.
I do need to ask how they made this.
Okay.
Well, they probably just put it somewhere and forgot about it for a little while.
Or where they made this. It was like their kid's fruit juice, and they lost it in the back of the fridge.
All right, I'm arming the device.
So they put some sugar in it, and they were like, "There, it tastes fine."
While you do that, I'm gonna do this. So this is the account, the Hold My Ale, but it's Hold My Beer and watch this. Right? It's a great fucking thing. So we got the first one. This just popped up. Hold my beer while I dance on webcam. You know what's about to happen. Look at his dog.
Oh,
Oh my god, the dog's
okay.
That does not look consensual.
No.
Nope, one's doming.
He's getting down too. Look at him. All right, let's see. All right, hold my beer while I don't look where I'm going.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, no!
Derp.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Boosh. That was pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Hold my
Yeah,
beer.
the beer's right there.
Hold my beer while I look inside this bird's nest. Oh boy.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's why the bird's been coming in and out.
Oh, this has got sound.
It made a mess in her stinking helmet. I don't know if there's anything in it or not. Crap. Where's those baby birds? Oh my god. Here, hold your
This
phone
is too
up.
much suspense.
Hold the phone up and- Didn't we do this?
We see birds. Oh, please show her face. Please show her face. Is it bleeding?
No,
Oh.
she didn't get blooded, but yeah, that was
Nah,
funny.
they're just
I think
freaking out.
She got scared.
All right, I'm already a little worried. I hold my beer while I walk down this path. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. This metaphorical path.
Oh, snake. Snake.
Oh, she jumped over the.
That's just
That's just
it's
freaking.
just me walking home every day.
Hey, look at her. She's like all freaked out.
Okay, so she knew the snake was there and she was trying to get it past.
She was trying to hold still, thinking it would go away, and then she decided, fuck it.
Weak.
That's a tiny snake, Lame.
It did lunge at her. So
It did, but still, it's a fucking. That's a,
All
yeah,
right,
it's
see.
a tiny
All right,
snake.
hold my beer while I walk across my wife's clean floor. Oh, God! I know it's coming.
That's a strong woman.
Nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
I love these
You got
funeral.
a good deadlift.
Dude, right? That's a great meme. I mean, I feel bad for whoever died, but he was having a party.
Oh yeah, this is a kid.
They always
Okay,
have a party
this is
in
a kid
Ghana.
because they always change it when it's a kid. So hold my juice box while I try to zoom in like on Google Earth.
Oh no.
Poor girl.
Oh no.
That's one of the
My
better ones.
2-year-old does that on
Oh,
computer
that's adorable.
screens.
Hold my juice box.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever there's a kid involved, they say hold my juice box. So all right.
Some
my
of those kid videos are questionable. It's like, man, is this a snuff film?
Hold my beer while I dance with my wife. So we know this is not Mike S. Miller.
Because that's what other men are for.
Oh man, this guy. Look at him. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
Oh,
He just backdropped his wife.
Hell
Yep.
is going on?
That moment when he realized, oh shit, this is a bad idea.
You need.
It was in that moment he realized he had fucked up.
Oh, they need to put like some wrestling promo shit over top of this.
Oh my god, he broke her in her.
No.
Remember, everyone, Dirty Dancing is a great movie. But you are not that guy.
I really think he was trying to do a Dirty Dancing, right?
Yeah.
Boosh.
Yeah, I think he was gonna like helicopter her around, spin around, but don't surprise people with that because you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Hold my beer while I work out at home.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh
That
boy.
strap, that snap.
Oh no, it's those things. I hate those things. Oh, yeah, dude, no. Just use weights, man. Just use weights.
Hey, look at this shit again.
Oh. Both of them. I hate those. Don't use those. Those suck.
All right, let's see. Hold my beer while I deal with this snake. Oh boy.
Awesome.
This might be Michael Bancroft here.
Or snakes.
Oh, I've seen this one. Look at it.
Another fine mess I got myself into.
Oh yes, I've seen it.
I'm carrying a bit of wire from under the earth. This fucking great tiger snake, the dog chased up my fucking leg while I wasn't looking. He got up to fucking help
I
clamp me
like
off
how
the
they've got to have
fucking pair of
subtitles on the
ice
Aussie accent.
bits. The cunt was heading to the crown jewels. There's fucking no one to call. So, yeah, wish me luck. We'll see if we can get this cunt out of here. Starting to wonder about the theory about fucking
Is this Liam?
Bill and snakes. Right, here we go. 1, fucking 2,
fucking 2,
3, fucking Jesus Christ Almighty! Fucking Jesus Christ! Oh, yeah. He's right. He's all safe.
How are you doing?
Talking about the snake or his wiener?
Compare that to the woman who was like, jogging by that other snake.
Yeah.
This snake probably
Seriously.
might have actually had a chance of doing him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think would be way freakier than oh no, I'm jogging past a little itty bitty snake.
Oh God, hold my beer while I jump on my skateboard.
Mm.
Go back.
Okay, we need that in like slow. Oh, God.
That guy had no idea that was coming.
Yeah, because he was kind of tiptoeing on the edge, like he thought it was, I'm just trying to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
At least the other guy could like have a moment that's prepare.
Hold my donut while I search the cemetery. Oh boy.
Oh, it's this one.
No.
Like, fuck this, I'm out.
What I
Getting
like
paid to do it.
is one, this seems kind of unrealistic, like maybe it's staged, because we know they would both just start shooting in that general direction. I'm just kidding. But what I like even better is that the dude starts running and then the chick looks and goes, oh, well, if he's running, fuck. Like,
Hey, it's Preston.
hey.
Hey, Preston.
In the chat. What's
Hey,
up, bro?
Preston.
Yeah, man, we're looking over books, getting books funded. You know how it is.
Speaking of,
and let's see, let's go down here. Hold. That's what I like to do. I like to preview it and then go to the video.
Yeah.
Hold my beer while I stand behind this door.
Oh, well, that's probably predictable.
oh no,
Oh, derp.
Oh, crack.
man, the amount of shit that guy just ate.
Right?
Especially a pole was the one that pushed it open too.
What was
So
he
you know
doing?
that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I guess he was drunk. Bobo, you
Damn.
don't need to worry about the kitties, buddy. Go.
I hope
Okay.
that ground is soft because that door
I
doesn't
think-
look soft.
No, that
I think
was
my
definitely-
favorite part is that the bull goes right back into his pin afterwards.
He's like,
Yeah,
he's
he
like, fuck out
bust
here.
it open, and then he was like, "Take that."
It's kind of like
2,500
couch.
pounds.
you check your door and you've already like eliminated the threat because you opened the door on them.
Yeah.
I can put your feet on my door. What the fuck's wrong with you?
All right, hold my beer while I drive off. Oh boy,
Oh. Oh, geez. Oh.
drink.
No, you drink.
Well, hopefully that's not a
Water.
beer. Oh!
That was a perfect pause.
Oh,
Holy
no. They probably said like, "Oh, shit, your drink." Oh, what? Oh, shit.
It was in that moment they knew they had fucked
Looks like a
up.
milkshake too.
I think it was a milkshake or frosty or something. Look at that. It was kind of thick.
Yeah, probably
W,
frosty.
so
Looks like it's a.
Oh yeah.
it's a float.
Preston
It's a float.
says, "Hold my beer while I say hail to all you motherfuckers." Well, hail to you, Preston.
Hail Preston.
Right, that was cute.
Let's see what we got here. What's this next one? Hold my
Bobo
beer
is
while
so sweet because he loves being a nanny to the baby kitties, and it's fucking adorable.
hold my beer while I jump in this pool. Oh boy.
Uh oh.
Oh, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it, dude.
Oh
Don't do it.
no!
Oh!
Oh,
Hey, we got to do it again.
I hurt myself.
oh, the nuts too. Oh.
Oh!
I think.
Big boys like that don't do that.
Ah!
Jesus.
Okay. Oh no.
We're about to be America's funniest home videos.
Hold my beer while I mess with this bull.
Oh God. That's. Oh.
Oh, what could go wrong here? Oh no, he's goring me.
Oh shit.
How about several of them?
Who could have
Oh.
predicted this?
I want you to realize that these bulls have already been like stabbed and poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been
There's
tortured. So I don't feel sorry for anybody that
There's
gets
no
gored by
sympathy.
it. Yeah.
No fucking
There's no sympathy.
No sympathy for anybody that gets gored by them.
Who would have thought torturing
It's funny
an
because
animal?
usually,
Yeah.
yeah,
who would've
usually you just have that natural human instinct for empathy and sympathy.
Yeah.
When you see someone, but in this case, it's just it's just okay.
They're getting what they deserve.
That's
My
what you get.
empathy and sympathy is with the bull.
Yeah.
This never would have happened to Vega.
Vega would have just jumped over it. Right?
There's a guy I know,
Wait,
a
okay.
bullfighter that
Hold my
switched from-
beer while I jump in the water. Okay.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
That hurts my balls to
Yeah.
see that. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Look at that shit. Oh,
He's lucky he didn't hit it with
That's-
his fucking head.
right.
But
You probably
there's one,
still
there's
damaged
one
his
bullfighter that I know of that he switched from fighting the bulls to like acrobats with the bulls
Mhm.
because he
Yes.
got into a match with a bull and he couldn't bring himself to end it because the bull didn't want to fight.
Right.
Yeah, the bull had no fight in him. He couldn't piss off the bull. The bull was just getting hurt. So this one, and he was super famous bullfighter. He not only quit right there and right then, but now he's an advocate trying to end bullfighting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Good.
Hold my beer.
That
while-
video with the rock. Sorry,
Yeah.
that video with the rock. It's like you want to superimpose it with. It's like I instantly regret this decision.
Right. I thought I had enough air. The next one is hold my beer while I hit this cow.
Oh,
Oh. Well, fuck this guy too. Ah!
He got
He
he gets a piece of shit on his shoulder.
bam.
Ah.
Fuck you, buddy.
don't hit my mom.
That calf fucked him up. Look at this shit.
Don't be hitting my mom's, yo.
Oh, you know, that's really interesting too because he didn't do anything to the calf. He only
Yeah.
swatted the mom.
Yeah, that calf won't
The
have it.
calf was like, fuck you. Go land in poop.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing such a nice looking outfit
I bet he's
to
an
fuck
auctioneer.
with cows?
Bet he's an
What?
auctioneer.
Oh.
Hold my beer while I swing over these crocodiles.
Oh, this should be good.
Oh god, he's doing a pitfall.
What?
He's one of those people that does it for as a show.
Angry first.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy.
Can you imagine what happened after that?
I know. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of sad actually that the clip is that short. I don't want to know what happened.
Hold my.
He
beer
was kicking. He was making them angry first.
Yeah, he was sitting there pissed
He's
him
getting
off.
pissed off, and he kind of deserves what he's going to get. Hold my beer while I stop this train. Oh boy.
He thinks he's a badass, but those are like really, really little ones too. Really young. Whoa.
Whoa.
That train won't stop it for shit.
Fucking gurus.
Okay. Hold my beer or I rescue my golf buddy. Oh boy.
Like Return of the Jedi.
They're trying.
Someone
They're
needs to
trying.
put a Sarlacc monster on that.
Right.
Come on, get out there.
I thought you were blind. I can see a lot better now.
They're all going to fall.
They're all going in. Surely.
Oh no.
Oh no, that club's gonna be the end of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Somebody's going in. There he goes.
Oh.
Yes. Close. Oh, nope.
Don't do it. He'll pull you under with him.
A little higher.
He didn't quite go in. I thought he was going to
You
go.
were the chosen one.
Oh my
No, leave the babies alone.
You were meant to drive You were meant to drive the golf cart, not bury it in the sand trap.
This is a strongman competition. So
Oh.
see what happens. Somebody's going to get beamed in the head.
Did it say hold my beer when what?
Hold my beer.
Oh.
Keg. So the idea is to get the keg over that bar.
Oh boy.
You can already
Nobody should be anywhere near.
He's not going to make it. It's going to fall back on his face because that's not nearly enough swing.
Oomph. No.
So let's go back and watch from the beginning.
He needs at least more backswing. Like,
Oh, never mind.
oh, there we go.
God, yeah, let's do that again.
One guy.
Wow.
He's
He
out.
looked like he got
Oh.
shot too. Look at that, the way he went down.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's proof of God right there.
I'm pretty sure that little dude's going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because that thing hit at the exact right angle to come back and beam that guy in the back of the head. That's proof of God right there.
Right on that soft
That's
head.
a concussion at a minimum.
Right. Okay.
Dude.
Hold my beer while I dance by this pool.
Oh no.
Oh, that's always a good idea when you're drinking or anytime, really. Yeah.
Grandma going in the pool. Here she goes.
Hope she can swim.
Yeah. Oh, hold my beer while I get out of this pool. Oh shit.
Oh, one of those people.
That's what you get for showing off. Ah!
He knew right then he fucked up too.
Go.
Look at his face.
Get what you fucking deserve.
Look at his face after he hits the ground.
Yeah.
Look at when he sits up. Yep.
That looked a lot worse than it was.
Yeah,
That
but he
didn't
still had
hurt.
that look on his face, like yeah.
He was
That
like,
looked
"Oh,
funny.
this is." I'm an
Yeah, I
idiot."
don't think it was hurting too
I'm
terribly
looking-
Oh, I
bad.
saw this one last night. Hold my
You
beer
was
while I
there.
stick my head out of the sunroof.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. What'd she hit?
She went to a parking garage and she hit the top of the sign.
Yeah, she had a beam or a sign or something.
She hit one of those signs that said your vehicle's only this tall. Can, pass.
Oh my gosh, she goes, I think I'm alive.
That deserves that Senator Palpatine ironic gif.
The stream is proof that America's Funniest Home Videos nailed its format decades ago. I think that all the time when I'm watching just junk on like YouTube or wherever.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, this
while
never gets old.
Hold my beer while I shield myself from these fireworks. Oh, got hit and then blown up on. Captain America, you are not.
Yeah, guy, you suck at this.
Actually, first of all, Captain America would have thrown his shield and then never would have gotten that shot off. Idiot.
I don't remember the Captain
But-
America cape either.
I will say, my friends and I, we did it when I was a teenager. I've done it a few times since then. We will drink and have like bottle rocket wars and shit where we will fire shit at each other. And it's a lot of fun when you are drunk and don't know that you're on fire.
Based.
Yeah.
Just
I
wear your
lost
glasses.
a good pair of pants to one of them wars.
Oh, nice. Hold my beer. It's International Dance Day.
Ha.
Oh, my man's getting it.
What the hell?
Oh,
I see.
he's got a steady cam rig with his drink in it.
Yep.
That looks like magic.
That's fucking
Who is
amazing.
that?
Hold my
That's
beer while I do
hilarious.
parkour. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Don't do it. No, here we go. I hate parkour movies. Oh,
That was pointless.
that's a reservoir.
Oh god, look at all that nasty too.
This is the kind of shit where you hear like he's got like you know some sort of flesh eating disease after this.
Well,
Yeah,
there's like protozoa that can eat your brain.
Was it?
How the fuck did you get cholera? We live in the fucking city, dude.
I jumped into this thing. Yeah, that's why we build a massive 8-foot wall.
Yeah. He's got Clendero.
What I think is weird. I mean, I think even his friend is like, "What the fuck? Like, why didn't you jump over it?"
Hold my beer while I get on this hammock.
You're fucking lucky it wasn't one of the
I hate those
treating
hammocks.
bulls.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I mean, at least she's good.
That slammed her.
I was gonna say them hammocks are difficult when you're sober.
Right. And she's trying to climb it like it's the fucking you know, like a military wall. You know, like
This isn't basic training.
The reason why those hammocks suck so bad is because that spreader bar. If you remove that bar, that's all you need, and you'll have like
Yeah.
the perfect hammock.
Well, yeah, then the hammock won't
lay. You know, just
try
lay.
to. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
hold-
otherwise it's just like a flat
The
net.
problem with not having the spreader bar is those kind of hammocks will then try to eat you and suffocate you. So, well, maybe not that kind because it's a
you need a
rope
ratio.
kind.
You need a size, you know, like a size ratio kind of thing.
Okay. We have another message from the Peanut Gallery regarding the man that fell in that pool. That man has gonorrhea herpes syphilis now.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a while since I've heard that.
Syphilis.
Hold my beer while I go for a swim. Oh, this guy's got. He's.
Oh, he's about to eat so much shit.
Yep.
Oh no!
You dumb bastard! You weren't even close.
That's worse than the rock guy, not in pain, but in timing.
Oh,
and the thing is, this one you can tell he gave it his all. He was just nowhere near close enough to do what he tried to do.
Yeah, like
from
what
a
the fuck?
movie.
At that moment, He knew.
What
He
makes you
fucked
think
up.
you were gonna make that?
Give that
I
man a
love the fact that he
job.
doesn't get back up right away. He's just down.
Beer. Yeah, he just kind of.
That was it.
You see right here, you know he should have known he had no way to get to the water.
Yeah.
Oh. That
Yeah,
was
but I
the
like
end.
he committed to it. He committed.
Full on dive.
Hands out. He's like,
He didn't
doing
fail.
8 feet away from the target, but I'm in
He
dive position.
slides so
No.
that he's just like,
Mind
well,
over matter.
my
Mind over
vacation's
matter.
over.
I just gotta believe I can do it, and I'll do it. Yeah. You know,
that
the
was
beach
more
party
hold my
was.
PCP.
You know, the beach party ended after that because they had to take him to the hospital.
All right, here we go. The next one is this is up Michael's alley.
Oh,
Hold on
shit.
here while I do an interview with a kangaroo.
Oh wow, they're
All right, just a minute. Can we have an interview? Can you take him over there a minute, please? Well,
You
this
take
is
him
Fuller Willett, and this is my husband.
Does that kangaroo have boxing gloves on?
Yeah.
He's fucking him up.
What did they
All right,
expect?
just a minute. Can we have an interview? Can you take him over there a minute, please?
Man, this is some fucking
Well, this
Tekken
is Fuller
shit.
Willett, and this is my husband.
I love how she doesn't miss a beat. She's like still talking while she's getting her shit kicked in by a kangaroo.
Man, the live
The
action Tekken movie is looking great.
The kangaroo knows why it's got the boxing gloves on. Like,
Yeah.
It's there to fight. So
Yeah.
again, another example of no sympathy.
Bull riding.
Yeah. You're gonna tie those onto his hands. Fuck it. This guy.
Yeah, that's very true.
Watch this. Hold my beer.
Of course, the guy started by watch this, hold my beer. Hold my beer.
I held on for a whole 8 seconds, and then a tradition was born.
Oh,
Shit. Oh god, he ate some serious shit.
Oh, that's like ceramic tile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's just full of parents why they need to redo their roof.
And it would all be rough with accumulated gunk on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
damages
man.
and stuff too.
That's a kill hauling.
Cheese grater.
There might
There
be
you
some
go.
fucking teeth missing too.
This is what I think this is what Piper can appreciate right now. Hold my
Oh,
beer.
boy.
While I cat.
Might move the cat. Fucking cats.
Oh, I love this. I love it.
Dude, that's Star Lord right there, man.
Get.
That reminds me
cat.
of that one we saw where the dude throws the ball for the dog to chase upstairs.
Yeah.
Dog chases it, and then a lamp gets thrown down at him.
That was hilarious. I remember that one. Okay. Hold my beer while I crowd surf without a crowd.
Oh.
Oh no.
You can be like that grandpa, only oh my god.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, woo! No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold
That guy's on drugs.
All right. I want to point out something when he does this. All right? Look at my man right here. This guy right here, he's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He was already kind of like looking at him like,
It's because he's so drunk. He's seeing like people doubles, so he thought the crowd was really big.
Yeah,
because he's seeing doubles and triples of people.
everybody laughing.
Just doubles over, like dying laughing immediately too.
Hold my beer while I clean the windows. Oh boy, domestic.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Oh no, lady.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
She locked herself out.
No, she's cleaning the windows. There's a bucket and everything, Mike. She's cleaning windows.
That's why I'm happy that we don't live in a high-rise apartment, because my wife is she hates dirty windows on the outside, so that might have been her, you know.
I'm glad I live in a
dirty
basement
windows,
apartment.
but I
All my
hate
windows have
heights
bushes in
more.
front of them.
I like the fact I have this thing called a water hose.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Surely the building would pay for
right.
You would think
that to
that
be
the
clean.
building would get like the outdoor window cleaning done.
Yeah. Hold my beer while I push my friend in this water.
I have a feeling it's just not going to work out the way they had planned. Yep.
Yep. If she goes in anyway.
I love the slow motion.
She's like looking like
That's instant karma.
yeah. You're about to do something shitty, and then you got shit on.
I cracked my skull open, but at least I got them wet.
All right, let's see the next one.
Oh shit.
Hold my beer while I jump off this butt. Oh no.
Oh boy.
All right.
It says Superhero Day and Spider-Man. I'm excited.
Are we about to watch a snuff film?
It is Spider-Man.
One more time.
God, that I feel that.
Yeah.
Ow.
Maybe wait for the bus to slow down a little bit
He actually
more.
did pretty well. He actually handled it pretty well.
He didn't tuck and roll.
It looked cool.
It could have
there for a
been
second.
worse.
Yeah. He did
Could
try
have been
to
a lot
tuck and roll,
worse.
but he did it too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hold my beer.
No, honestly, I don't think he hurt himself that bad
here's
because
another
he
working
did
out at home.
roll. Oh no. Oh god.
Popped in the ass.
See, why do people use those things? Fuck those things.
Yeah.
Right in the spine.
The
Actually.
mark
Oh,
at
that would
left.
fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Those things suck. Okay. Hold my beer while I jump on this table. Oh boy.
I don't know what the end plan for this shit is.
Right?
Now, remember, it doesn't matter how many times you've done it perfectly before. As soon as you say, hey, watch this, you've already set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Hold my beer while I get a selfie. Oh God.
I don't think there's a. It's just a flat image.
I mean,
you know what is
But
you know what is
still,
weird
good
though
lord.
is there's somebody else obviously taking a picture. So
Of him taking a selfie. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, from a
Well,
safe
That guy didn't
distance.
live.
Hold my beer while I do.
I bet he's just not afraid of them things.
Could be. Hold my beer while I do some demolition.
Oh boy, that's never good.
Don't do it,
tried that
man.
before.
This is already starting out bad. This thing's gonna crack underneath him. Yep. There he goes.
Yep.
That's not-
Bye bye.
Here comes, I'm like, fuck.
Oh shit.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, let's see what's going on here. Whoa. The guy's like, hey, man, you all right?
You're right, dude.
Hey, man, that looked like it hurt. Hold my beer while I practice golf in the garden. Oh God. Oh no. No, this isn't going to be good at all.
You see?
I need to full screen that. Hold on. All right, here we go.
That's just a trick shot.
Yeah.
Again, that's just proof of God.
The crack, the little
Yeah.
crack.
It's unbelievable how many little minute things had to happen for that to be so
To work
perfect.
out, yeah.
Now listen very close. I want to hear that crack on his skull again. Listen to that.
Can we get that clip?
We need to get this clip.
Save that shit.
Yeah, it's perfect metaphor for someone who thinks they're about to hit it out of the park and just get donked on the head.
I think that should be immediately accompanied by what a genius idea.
I love how look at his form at the end. He's like, yeah.
He thought he had
Check out
it.
my
Yeah,
stance.
you had some nice follow through there.
The thing is, he's looking forward, like, where's the ball?
Yeah.
And those golf balls hurt like hell. I don't know if you know those. Those things are hard.
That makes solid.
What's the campaign at? If we need some money?
Let's look at one more real quick. And then we'll go back to the campaign. Hold
Last
my-
one,
while I
because
go-
I gotta go to bed.
And we have to threaten the crowd some more.
I think he failed at skimboarding.
His pants fell down.
I mean, his draws fell down. He gets.
He just fucking what?
I got the water on
some-
me.
I guarantee you that's a bum who's drunk and some kids like
Oh, hell
paid
yeah.
him $5 to
Hell
do
yeah.
that.
Aww.
All right, let's check this out.
Yeah, because that makes no sense otherwise.
Just look at what he was wearing. It was
Yeah.
it wasn't.
All right, let's do another drum roll. Brrr. Let's see if we've got anything new. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are 10%
Wow.
being funded, my sir.
I can't believe it.
It's a good thing too, because what I have queued up, once you see that, you're gonna beg for Ultra Force to come back.
What do you got?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see what you. I'm just gonna look at what you got here.
Oh no.
Let's
We'll
see.
probably get struck for that.
Let me see here. Look away!
Oh God, no! No!
Viper, close your eyes! Whatever happens, don't look at it!
Gosh.
It's too extreme. Can't handle it.
Yeah.
Too extreme.
Too extreme.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. That is amazing. I'm speechless.
This is all the chat. This is all the fans right here. You know, this is.
Thank you.
This is Comicsgate. This is people bringing.
Fuck yeah.
Bringing up new creators. This is what it's all about right here. This is awesome. I love it.
Hail chat.
And hail our chat and hail everybody's chat. Anybody who's been back in this, taking a look at it, this is amazing.
Hail all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
I just like I said, like I had no idea. You know, you have no idea before you start.
Right.
Like if you've done campaigns before, you have a bit of an idea. But this is
That's what's crazy about starting Peregrine after interviewing so many people before us. I thought that we'd know.
Yeah, you don't.
It's real quick.
You think he'd know? He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally prepared for this," but no,
Yeah.
no.
Give Liquor Jim the elevator pitch real quick, Michael.
Yeah. So got to get back into pitch mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fantasy story. If you like stories like The Matrix, people have said sounds a bit like Highlander or Assassin's Creed. You've got these shadow secret societies that have been around since the beginning of civilization. I've woven in kind of real characters, real myths into all that. And this character here that you see on the screen, this is Ella Forsyth. She's the main character, and she has no idea about any of this. She does some crazy things in her dreams, but in her real life, she's just a normal person. She's about to get thrown into this world and realize that there's all these factions and secret groups who are insanely powerful, who are going to become very interested in her very quickly. And yeah, everything is about to go tits up for her, and that's where this story kicks off. So if you're into fantasy, kind of sci-fi, all that sort of stuff, yeah, this could be the book for you.
Yeah. Yeah, like what Wilberforce Wooster said, only 10% to go.
Man, I'm blown away by that. I had no idea. I'm extraordinarily humbled right now, especially since that original art page sold too. I mean, I just put that up there just because why not?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just
So
for someone to spend that amount of money.
You're $180 away from getting funded. And once again,
Wow.
since Wilberforce Wooster's in the chat, I just want to point out, these two.
Hey, dude,
No
you should,
pressure,
buy
nothing.
those,
Or this one.
Yeah, dude, you should buy those. You want to go skateboards?
Yeah. But yeah,
if anyone is interested,
he is known for
after.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say a bit later, I might do my very first live stream myself and kind of go through it all over again and get into the characters a lot and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah. It's good to have a good what I call a video or something of a good explanation of everything.
Yep.
That you can instantly refer to. It's like, check this video out, and it tells everything you want to know about this project, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in that one, especially with a stream, you can have a really long, detailed explanations and all that good stuff. So
yeah, well, it's I'm happy now. I've got something like 700 subs on my YouTube channel, so hopefully some people will show up, and there can be a bit of back and forth. They'll ask me questions, and I'll be able to get into it. Eddie asked a good question earlier. I think it was Eddie who's like, where did this story come from? That sort of stuff.
If you and also
you'll hit funding
Yeah.
If not within the first 24 hours, and I think probably within the second 24 hours, you're going to hit funding, and then it's all like extra coolness from there.
Yeah. I've
Go
got.
ahead and- if we can go ahead and get you to funded now, you get on that, that trending algorithm. So
Yeah. That's why I'm really lucky in that sense that I'm the one guy in this project. I don't have anyone to pay, so this is just production costs.
it's all you.
So I
Baby.
can get funded quickly.
And you've already got a lot done according to your. I was looking at
Yeah.
chart down here.
Yeah.
Anybody, and I like this. This is good for folks who may be worried about projects and things like that. As you can see, he's got that. I'm sure you can update this too, right?
Yes, this is going to update weekly. If anyone saw, I talked about this on a couple of my videos a while back. It was actually I've actually updated now. I've put on a new page.
Mm-hmm.
So I think weekly I'm going to update this, and so people can see the progress happening. I'm not because it's just me doing it. It's not like I don't do one page at a time and then move on to the next page. I just do whatever I can do at the time, whatever I feel enthusiastic about. So I might do some lettering one day, I might do some coloring another day. The line art is almost completed, but what I want to do is I wanted to just add in some nice splash pages, fix up some manky hands, maybe just a few little finishing touches. But the line art is all done, and the colors mostly done, but I'm redoing that with all the knowledge that I've gained over the last 6 months on coloring.
So just to point out, you're saying line art 95% done, colors are 60% done, lettering is 60% done, and completed pages, and that means line art, coloring, and lettering, right?
Yep. That means they're done, they're locked in.
So 23 pages.
But yeah, like all of the pages, there is color, line, and letters on all the pages, but they just might not be completed. Maybe on one page I need to redo some little bit here, or haven't updated the colors yet on that page, or haven't finished the lettering on that page.
Right. So yeah, and something I need to take a look at. Did you put a? Okay, so you're kind of like us. You gave yourself a year.
Yeah, I just put the maximum. Like I just gave it the year. Like I'm not expecting it's going to be like that at all.
Yeah,
I'm going to be working on this book.
Yeah, we put Peregrine a year out, but we're intending to fulfill well before that. But we'd like to. I remember, I think it was John Malin said, if you think if you think your project is going to take 6 months to do, give yourself 9 months.
Yeah.
And I said I'm just going to give it a year, just so in case there's a hiccup. Let's put it this way: we launched this book. I mean, both of us. We've launched books in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing well. We've done well. A lot of Comicscape people have done well during this. So,
which I think is saying something.
Which is saying a lot. But
yeah,
it also tells you, to everybody, give yourself plenty of time to get your project done.
Because you really don't know what's going to happen.
Make it realistic, right? So people know right off from the offset, okay, this could take X amount of time, But
and there's just no way. If you're kind of like, we're not a part of a major studio that has all these working parts that handle all these things all at the same time, so it can get out quick. There's so many little things you can't consider when you're planning. That's just going to take. It could take 2 days. You don't know. Something that you didn't even think would take any time at all could take 2 days, and that stuff just adds up over a long time. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like us. We got some announcements we'd like to make, but we're just waiting for things to fall into place right now.
Yeah.
What we do, we're gonna make a big update, and we're gonna do it on stream, and we're gonna have a good time talking about it. But until we get them in place, we're trying to keep quiet about it. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way it is. Xavier,
you guys haven't put up any colors yet, have you?
We have some colors, but we're waiting until we're
that's what you wait. Yeah, I am waiting to see them because
on the 30-day mark, when we at the end of our 30 days, we're going to put the color pages up, I believe.
Great. Yeah.
So,
essentially, we should probably do a stream tomorrow night, and
we'll think about it. I don't know.
Do it.
Well,
come on.
Somebody, a friend of ours, is closing out her campaign, and I'd like to support them if it can. You know what I'm saying?
Just do it on their show.
Or just do it after their show.
I don't know how long their show is going to be.
So do it on their show. You think they'll say no?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, as it stands now, so we went over that, and I was told to refresh. Let's see what happens. There'll be good news. Oh,
snap!
You are
Thank you.
$98 away.
Woo!
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the backers. Thank you. And hail the chat. And wow, I'm just it's hard to express to people like where I'm coming from with this, because you just work on it by yourself. And you put everything you've got into it, and you just want it to be the best possible thing. And without Comicsgate, really, you can put something out there and get nothing back. Without this sort of network of passionate people, it's to see this happen, and for this to be me. I've watched this happen to so many people, and thinking, can I do it? And I'm just blown away.
Right.
Once again, the Graded Point 5 chat proves that they alone hold the title of Kingmakers.
We have a great chat.
Hail Graded Point 5.
Yeah, we have a great chat. We have a great audience. They put the money out there. To support these projects, and it's just
yeah, guys.
And
I think you're really gonna like the story. It's it's all planned out. I've been working on this a long time. It is it's really cerebral, and it touches on a lot of themes like immortality and authority and liberty, and it's all kind of woven into the story. But it also it's a personal story too. It's about this girl's falling down into this world and how she's going to cope with it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a real honor to have people support me and back this. I'm just blown away.
Yep. So yeah, I would love to see this book get funded, but I think we need to wrap it up.
I was gonna say it's past my bedtime. I was supposed to take my medicine 2 hours ago.
Man, you guys have done so much for me. Thank you so much. It's more than enough. Like, it looks like it's gonna get funded pretty soon. So I'm just.
It definitely is.
So I won't make any streams till next week. My sister is having labor induced this weekend. I'll be a new uncle. Can I get a hail to my new niece and nephew? Well, hail to your niece/nephew.
Hail, baby.
Hail, gender unknown child. And one real quick question from Liquor Jim. Mr. Bancroft, have you done previous projects, or is this your...
No, this is my first outing for a comic book. But yeah, like I said, this isn't just something I whipped up on the fly. This has been a long time in the planning and working and learning how to make a comic and drawing and all that stuff. So yeah, but this is my first book, and yeah, but I hope you like it. If you back it, it's I think it's something special and something unique in Comicsgate too. I haven't seen many other stories like it. So
yeah, but yeah, I'm really happy for you right now. This is going to be a tremendous success.
Thank you.
This is going to exceed your expectations, I believe. And I think you're going to do well with this, because the more people
it already has.
Well, I'm just saying, the more people that hear about this, the bigger it's going to get. So
wow.
This is just what day one, right?
Yeah.
This is the first couple of hours. I went live literally
right
10 minutes before I came on.
Oh well, shoot, man. Yeah, you're gonna get funded within
probably next few minutes.
I was gonna say within the first 24 hours of your campaign, you're gonna be funded.
Everybody before the link's in the chat. I know the link is for the mailing list, but the mailing list does go to this campaign. So everybody go get that, share it on on your social medias. That includes the people in here before they go to sleep, Piper. And
I've just got my Twitter on my phone here. It's just so many people are sharing it on Twitter. So thank you to everyone there as well.
Yeah, so
who's doing that? That's crazy.
Yeah, everybody do that, because this is when we say crowdfunding, it's not just people buying in the book. Crowdfunding means also everybody helping out, getting the links out there so people can see it. So,
yes,
thank you everybody for everything you've done tonight for Mr. Bancroft, because this is an amazing thing. I think this is the most we've seen raised on Graded Point 5 in one night.
Wow. What an honor.
Except for our own, I'm just, except for Peregrine, this is like, for another project. This is amazing. And before we go real quick, because I know Piper mentioned it, I just want to put it up here. There's this other little project y'all might have heard of. It's this one. Peregrine Wings of the Falcon. It is currently sitting at $17,040. So we crossed another Rubicon. And it's all thanks to you guys.
Congrats.
Thank y'all so much for this. We will be
It'll
making
like the indie and do the. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, the little heart.
Heart hands.
Heart hands. How does Mandy do it? Thank you, love.
Well, I didn't want to completely copy. Just clawed heart hands. Rawr.
Yeah. But yeah, so I can't express how excited we are for this. We just hit another stretch goal 2 days ago, and now we're already having to talk about another one. So, and that announcement will be coming at the very latest. It'll be coming Monday.
Buy my sketch cards.
And buy
That's why Xavier's sketch cards. He wants to draw set.
Yeah. He wants But thank y'all guys so much for sticking with us tonight. I know, for everybody who watches later, be sure to check out the Lucent, the Waking Dream. It's going to be a sleeper hit, and I can see it doing big things. I just have a feeling about this one. So y'all have a good one, guys,
man.
And we will see y'all soon. Check it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.